I'm just a dawn, I'm a sick. Four fish, Sugar Hill. Let me.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Come on.
Right now. J.F.K. in the mix.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around. Stronger than ever. Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check. Cause oh, they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me, cries when she leaves me, and every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, bust it, baby, got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. Your ass wide don't matter, my pockets got fatter. Now everybody's looking for the ladder. And ain't no need in being greedy. If you wanna see me, try to leave a number, baby, when you need me. And I'll be there in a jiffy. Don't be picky, just be happy with this quickie. But when you learn, you can't time it down, baby doll. Check it out, I get around. What you mean you don't know? Check it go, I get around. The underground just don't stop for hoes. I get around, still down with the underground clown. Around they go, I get around. Hey yo, shot, let them hoes know.
Now you can tell from my everyday fits, I ain't rich, so cease and desist with them tricks. I'm just another black man caught up in the mix, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Just cause I'm a freak don't mean that we can hit the sheets. Baby, I can see that you don't recognize me. I'm Shock G, the one who put the satin on your panties. Never knew a hooker that could share me. I get
What's up, love? How you doing?
Right.
Well, I've been hanging, singing, trying to do my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging your homegirl you went to school with. That's cool, but did she tell you about her sister and your cousin? Thought I wasn't. See, weekends was made for Michelob, but it's a Monday, my day, so just let me hit it, yo. And don't mistake my statement for a clown. We can keep it on the down low, long as you know that I get around. Round and round.
To rock it down, don't stop for hoes. I get around. Round and round they go. Why ain't call you? Please. Fingertips on the hips as I tip. Gotta get a tight grip, don't slip. Loose lips ain't ships, it's a trip. I love the way she licks her lips. See me jocking, put a little twist in her hips, cause I'm watching. Conversations on the phone to the break of dawn. Now we all alone while the lights on. Turn them off, time to set it off. Get you wet and soft, something's on your mind, let it off. You don't know me, you just met me, you won't let me. Well, if I couldn't have it, why you sweat me? It's a lot of real G's doing time. Cause the groupie bit the truth and told the lie.
be laid up beside him. Please, Lord, forgive me for my sin. Museum. It's a family affair live in Crime Bridge. Gotta watch your back, these cutthroats are spineless. If you act up too, you'll be laid up beside him. Please, Lord, forgive me for my sin. Museum of Science across from Nashua Street. Down the block where the C's compete. Combat zone glass slippers on her feet. Let's take you back, the year was 9-3. 82 Cadillac with the vinyl roof. They were pushing Sean Ellis to trial too. They feed you lies then, minus the truth. They say make amends when you're on your final loop. Life is fragile, gotta stay consistent. Supersets in the bars, the bands are resistant. Just live your life, understand your position. Take your time, my man, and expand your wisdom.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Right now. Long gamers, it is time to match the
J.F.K.
energy.
in the mix.
Let's feel the energy.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Come on.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Right now.
The underground sound from the group called the main source.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Sound from the group called the main source. The underground sound from the group called the main source. The underground sound from the group called the main source.
March 2025, YouTube creators Randy Reimer, also known as J.F.K, frequently refer to me as Kevin from South Boston.
I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. 4 fish, Sugar Hill, in the mix. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Probably through Queen, probably with your queen. Just a Don, I'm a
J.F.K.
sick.
in the mix.
Staten Island, but the money be palace. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick.
1/8, no ducks, no bird.
J.F.K. in the mix.
1/8, no dust, no bird. I'm just a Don in the sick.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Came up, nigga, no pit. Headed to the height for the pit. Go to for the boat, cop 250. I'm just a
J.F.K.
Don,
in
I'm
the
a
mix.
trapped up, 4-5 or 250. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. 4 fish, Sugar Hill, in the mix. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. Friday through Queen, probably with your queen. Just a Don, I'm a sick. Staten Island, but the money be palace. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick.
1/8, no ducks, no bird.
Dirty Bronx money, never leave a paper trail. Eating off the fish like a killer whale. What you see, nah, ain't no fairy tale. About to go bust a sale up on Innerville. I'm on the 3rd with the herb, it's a red zone. I used to get it off the bleep in the iPhone. Caught my first half ounce, double ass quick.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Done, I'm sick. Trapped up, 4-5 or 250. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. 4 fish, Sugar Hill, in the mix. I'm just a Don, I'm a sick. Friday through Queen, probably
J.F.K.
with
in the
your queen.
mix.
Just a Don, I'm a sick. Staten Island, but the money be palace.
What up, Long Gamers? What's happening? How we doing out there, people? Oh, yeah. Monday night. We are here. Mic check to the gods. What are you, muted up there, Kevy Kev?
Mic checker, mic checker.
You are here, sir. You are here. How we doing out there? Mic check. You know how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by Kevy Kev.
And y'all need to understand, you need to put all your luggage in the overhead bins. You need to do that now. right now. And if you have a carry-on, make sure you put it between your feet. Make sure it's real tight, because things tend to move in flight. But before you do, take out your vapes, your nips, your Cliff Bars, whatever your vice might be. Put your trays up, because we're going up to 39,000 feet. Now you need to pay attention. This is a message from the flight deck. We got goals in different area codes. Go ahead and populate them right now. This is a message from the flight deck. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking. And that means we match the energy. We go how you go. So let's match that energy. Here we go. Monday night. Yes, sir. Get the paper, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. All right. Is J. Brill present, sir? I'll put him in custody when you see him, sir.
Roger that.
Roger that, sir. All right, sir. Bingo.
Yeah, keep an eye out for J. Brill. Lobby. Keep an eye out for J. Brill. Got a bolo.
The name of the stream, ladies and gentlemen, is Tupac. Tupac is back 30 years later. And they say Patrick did it. Wow. What a time to be alive. To think that Tupac passed away on September 7th. Well, he got shot, I think, September 7th. And he passed away a couple days later. To think that his trial's running right 30 years later, parallel to that time. And if I didn't know any better, and Tupac doing Tupac things, what Tupac does the best, I feel like we're going to find a verdict out around that time frame when this all went down 30 years ago in 1996. Would you believe it? And now we have people saying Patrick did it, Patrick this, Patrick that. With this Lindsay case, a lot of things going on. Tupac's back in the news. Postpartum is a real thing. But I got a question. Kevin. What if it wasn't postpartum? What do you do then?
Well, you would have to, really look to see what would make somebody want to do that. You really want to have to look into it and say to yourself, like, what would bring a woman, to do that to her children? What's going on with the relationship? Where's it standing? There's a multitude of things.
Mm-hmm.
What
would be the reason though? People just saying that, like, and we've been on this, and I go back and forth with this because it's such a delicate situation that we could just say out of our mouths that, hey, she didn't do this. He set her up. He did it. To think that, so what would his motive be? His motive would be he wanted to move on with his life, so he killed all three of his kids. I mean, that's crazy to think, sir. Get the papers, sir.
Yeah, get those papers.
Thank you, sir. Let's take this one. Yeah, I think that we need to send out an overnight to the Registry of Motor Vehicles. We need people's license revoked. They're driving drunk out there, sir. All right, sir.
Roger that. Yeah.
All right, dude. They're not thinking before they speak, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild to think.
Stupidity.
Where are you at when you woke up? When you woke up today, where were you at with it? Like, as you went through your, social medias, YouTube.
I just.
Where are you today?
I just find it. I just find it hard to really believe some of that, just based on, where Patrick was at the time of when all this was going on. He seems accounted for to be other places. So, to say to myself, he went home and did this in a matter of 5 minutes, or he went home and did all this. I just, if he did that before he left to go run his errands, I mean, to me that would be there'd be signs of all that, it just it blows my mind on some of the things when you really think about it. What I think happens too is that a lot of people stop thinking, the money end of it, which is a crazy motive too, to think that there was money involved, or somebody's trying to chase a payday. Obviously, at the end of all this, there's there's 3 children that have been lost forever, and you'll never get them back. Not that they hold a value in any way, but just to think, to see somebody move on and start a new family and have a new child in their life, without the closure of all this, brings a few red flags up to me a little bit. But I mean, a couple of years have passed too. It's a tough one to balance out. Like I said, I wouldn't want to put myself in that place to think on the what if, what would you, or what would I, or it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I think that I'd be devastated. I don't know if I would want to replace a life like that, or replace a lifestyle like that, right away. I mean, it would take some time.
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on. We all reppin' for Boston, man. All green.
Say less than 6 times. I've been in a setting with him.
Donuts.
6 times at most, maybe.
6 donuts.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. What type of donuts do you like? Come on.
6 donuts.
All green, everything in the chat. This is your chat. Pay it forward and gift some memberships. Let's go.
Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Let's make the go. Guess we are the hood boogers.
Oh yeah, I get around. Still clown when the underground, when we come around. Stronger than ever. Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check. Cause though they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me. Cries when she leaves me. And every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, bust it. Baby got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. Your ass wide don't matter.
Thank you, Chris.
My pockets got fatter. Now everybody's looking for the ladder. It ain't no need in being greedy. If you wanna see me, try to keep a number, baby, when you need me. And I'll be there in a jiffy. Don't be picky, just be happy with this quickie. But when you learn, you can't time it down, baby doll. Check it out. I get. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get around. Oh yeah. I get around. Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
Get up. People get up. Stomp your feet. Let's get down.
Match the energy. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane running. We are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
JFK in the mix.
I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around.
When we come around.
Stronger than ever. Back to get
Wreck. Yes, R.I.P. Tupac.
Yes.
So they talked about Tupac today, opening statements. The opening statements was funny because it's funny about 3 months ago, I went out, not today, Satan, holy shit, coming through with 20 JFK memberships.
Let's go. All green people.
Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground.
Go ahead and somebody match. Not today, Satan. Go ahead and match it right now.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
We got Chris coming through. JFK membership too. Chris,
when we come around.
Oh man, Chris came through with 5 JFK memberships too. Chris, thank you, sir.
Stronger than ever.
Cynthia coming with those.
All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check. Oh yeah.
So they today was the opening statements, and in that opening statement, the defense, his opening statement, more so was towards that you can't believe Keefe D. He was on the internet. You would have to prove everything that he said. You would have to prove with physical evidence, and it reminds me about 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I took a stance and I said that I started saying funny things to people. One woman in the Free Karen Reed movement, she said a lot of horrible things about me out of nowhere, just calling me crazy names and saying I'm a piece of shit. And I said something along the lines of, I think I seen you at CVS with long receipts, walking through CVS, asking people if they know who Turtle Boy is. And you was in the medicine aisle asking a bunch of questions. And you would talk to whoever would talk back. And you had that big long receipt from CVS. And you know what they say, if you can't tone it, go ahead and tan it. And then there was another time with this other cat named Will Henry. I said, hey, man, I was in Memphis today. I was in Tennessee today. And I seen you walking. You had a black shirt on and you had funny sneakers on. And he really believed that I was there. He really believed it. People started saying I'm stalking these people. And I was just throwing shit to the wall and see what stuck. I was spinning these people out, spinning them out, spun out. But there was no physical evidence to back that up. And then when people called me on it, I said, well, who told you that? One guy, I think he goes by the name of, we don't even need to say his name because he smells. He stinks. Smelly bastard. Type of guy that had the same sheets on his bed for the last 6 months.
Goddamn.
Nasty prick. Gross. Skeevy.
Sweaty.
Skeevy. But anyway, he said to me, "Hey man, you're going around to people where they live and da da da." I said, "Well, who told you that I went to where people lived? Who told you that?" He goes, well, you did." I said, "Well, what if I told you I was lying? I could say whatever I want, right?" I told him. I said, "This is the internet. You can say whatever you want. You can lie. You can embellish. You can tell the truth. Whatever your vice might be, it's the fucking internet. Can't take anybody at face value on the internet, although I'm a brand you can trust." What? I said, "What are you talking about? I'm bullshitting. I never went to Tennessee. What the fuck am I going to Tennessee for?" He got spun out. The guy doesn't want to know. That guy does not want anybody to know his living conditions or where he lives or whatever. And that's just the reality. Someone could see you in the streets, take a picture of you. Someone could see you in the streets and say hello. Would you believe it? It's a concept. And I said, "Who told you that?" "I told you that. I'm telling you now it's a lie." And the reason why I say this is what Keefy D saying. Keefy D saying, "Hey, yeah, I told you guys all this on the internet. I did. I said that I was in the car. I got a gun. I passed it to Orlando. Orlando shot it out the window. He got shot. We tracked him down. There was 2 girls. He broke the story down. It all corroborates with some witnesses. One would think it was true. But now he's saying I was lying." So it's a First Amendment thing. What are you going to believe? Do you have the evidence to back it up? He's telling you he's fucking lying. He did it for the money. They got to back up that evidence. Everybody in that Cadillac is dead. Orlando, you want to talk about having a bad day? Orlando gets shot. Did you ever see the cop who talked about Orlando when he got shot? The black cop. We're going to pull that up. I'm going to find that and how Orlando was acting when he was dying. And this was a black gentleman, back in the days. Remember when you seen cops back in the day and they went to them little small towns, Compton? Because Compton had its own police department, man. It was kind of like the movie Colors.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
knew everybody. They knew everybody by name. And like this dude was like a Pac-Man, so to speak. He was like known to be a rough, rugged cop. And Orlando was asking him a bunch of questions and asking him if he was going to die. And this gentleman, the way he was explaining it, it was kind of rigid, but it just goes to show you the stomach and the shit they put up with back then and the different space and time we were in to where we are now. Or are we? I don't even know. I know Compton police are not Compton police no more. The sheriff's department basically took over that agency in Compton. But at one time it was the Compton police. But yeah, so Orlando died. The other guy died in the car, the driver, and another dude died. Keefe was the only one left. I forget all their names, but they all died. 2 of them got killed, murdered. The other one, I think, died of some like diabetes issues, weight issues. And there's Keefe, got colon cancer, sitting in jail, colon cancer. Fucked in the game. You want to talk about karma is your conscience, like knowing that you got these issues, knowing that you're the only one left, and here you are on a murder trial because you ran your mouth. The question is, can they back up the evidence? Can they back up the evidence with solid evidence 30 years? Can they back up the evidence, or should I say the hearsay with him talking with evidence 30 years later? What do you think? You think is that something they could pull off? Do you think they have to pull it off at this point?
I mean, off of the hearsay, I mean, it really all depends. I mean, I think the only other person that was connected in this, he's in jail. Not connected, but Suge Knight. I mean, he's in jail, but I mean,
he ain't saying shit.
Yeah, Suge's from the street, man. He ain't gonna say shit. He might take a day trip or a field trip to a courthouse, but he ain't gonna say shit up there.
Well, he's in LA. He would have to take more than it. He would have to take a long ass ride. I don't think he's gonna want to drive 4 hours to Vegas for that shit.
Yeah,
in the back of a van.
No.
They got him on the witness list.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean that he would be, but like we just said, I mean he ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing. I mean, I think like you said. I mean, do they plan on bringing in all these clips? I mean, I know I seen Keefe D on Vlad TV, a few other platforms, speaking on this, you know. And I mean, for him to recant her and say that, everything was a lie and I did it for the money, I mean, I could see that. He was kind of, you know, he was probably, he was leveling down with how he was moving out in his neighborhood. He's an older guy, you know. I mean, at one time, let's not get it twisted. Keefe D, he was a big player in some big games, some illegal games, for years.
What up, bro? What's happening, partner?
What up? What up? Yo, whoever you call to put that bolo out on, tell them next time they get rough with me, bro. We're gonna have problems.
Oh yeah, that's our new security guard, man, Ivan.
So we do have an announcement tonight. Me and Kevy Kev, we've been brainstorming, and JFK came up with this crazy idea. Kevy Kev loves the idea. I mean, he's in love with it. We actually have two things going at the same time, and we might just cross the other thing out just because it's the right thing to do for the long gamers. It is one crazy idea, and it's where it all started from, right, Kevy Kev?
Yeah, yep. Fucking ground zero.
Fucking ground zero. And it's a place where it's gonna be.
It'll end up being a story within itself.
Oh man, it's a great story. It's an awesome story. And it's going down the week of the 26th, 27th. Who's available on the 27th in the Massachusetts area? Or should I say what's Thursday? Is that the 26th? No, I think Wednesday's the 26th, Thursday's the 27th, Friday's the 28th. So Thursday would be the 27th. Could be the 27th, could be the 28th, it even could be the 29th. It depends when we feel like doing it. Would you believe? The question is who's available in the Massachusetts, Suffolk County area, actually.
Let's see it.
It's actually not the North Shore area. It's actually the oldest beach there is in Massachusetts, Revere Beach. It's actually where it all started. Fuckery Donuts. If you guys don't know, Fuckery Donuts, it all started.
Bell Circle.
Shirley Ave, bro. It all started on Shirley Ave in Revere, Massachusetts. That's where this all came about circa 2010, 2011. I had a studio not too far from there, on North Shore Road. And after we were done vibing, or if we were in the studio, say from 12 o'clock till 7 in the morning, which was all the time, where do you go? You can only go to one place and one place only. The 24-hour Dunkin' Donuts up the block. But Shirley Ave, oh man, Peanut Butter knows about it. Peanut Butter, come on, PB. You know all about the original Fuckery Donuts. You're part of the Fuckery Donuts clique. You're OG Fuckery Donuts. There's only I think there's only like 6 of us, 7 of us that's OG. This is the office. This is the corporation. Come on, PB. They don't know about Fuckery Donuts. They have no idea about Fuckery Donuts. Shirley has 5 minutes. Well, we know Michelle will be there. God damn, Michelle.
Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around. Stronger than ever. Back to get wrecked. All respect. Oh yeah.
My man PB the King, man, East Boston's own PB for sure. Which is right next to East Boston. Shirley Ave is not too far from Eastie, kid. It's about fucking this part of my lane. It's about 7 minutes from the airport. But it all started. Fuckery Donuts started there. And we actually did a short film called Shirley Ave. You guys can check that out. When I was younger, I lived on Shirley Ave. And I ended up doing a movie talking about autism. It was based on raising autism awareness from the inner streets, a POV from a different part. Just, befriending somebody who has autism and not caring that he was autistic, just treating him like a regular person. And that's what they are, right? At the end of the day. Everybody has issues. And we did that back in 2012 with Tommy. It was a mockumentary. Everything was real except for the story itself. The characters were real. Tommy was real. People who watched it swear the shit was real. It was basically like a big skit. What you see on TikTok now, people doing skits and reels. We basically did that back in 2012. So yes, I would say it was definitely ahead of its time as far as coming up with concepts and but doing it for a greater cause for autism. And Tommy was autistic, and I think the biggest thing out of that is you see an autistic person acting, following a script, being available, being present, acting, taking bumps. I mean, Tommy took the craziest bump when he got hit at the end of the movie. So if you guys don't know the movie I'm talking about, go to Shirley Ave, check out the movie. It's a short film, Shirley Ave short film. And Tommy at the end, when you see what happens to him, he took a bump, boy. Oof. He took a bump. I think I got a picture of that bump, man. Man, Tommy took the biggest bump. Damn, Tommy.
They're asking in the chat, is your plans for August or September?
August. My internet's trash. Is that what's happening there to my internet? August. In a week.
A week, people. A week. Let's see those ones in the chat. If you're down to come rock out with Kevy Kev, J.F.K, J Brill.
Look at that bump he took.
Oh,
damn.
Man.
He went down hard, man. And he was acting. I mean, that's acting. That's this is a kid, like he beats the odds, man. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Peace to Tommy, man. So the point is, we might do a pop-up. And the pop-up is, it's gonna be broadcasted. We're going to tell you the time. It's going to be between the 26th, 27th, and 28th. We don't know yet. We will fill you in on the exact day. And we don't know if we're definitely going to do it, though, either. We're trying to run it by, see how many people want to come out. And the concept is we're going to be doing a show that day. We have a very important show. And I want to be clear. This is not us doing a show, a live stream show where we're just going to, Kevy's going to go out there and smoke 15 cigarettes with you guys. Then no, that's not happening. We're going to do what we're doing right now. We're doing a show. And the name of the show is, Kelsey, Karen, Lindsay. It's about the three ladies of Massachusetts, their stories, like what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Karen, she's not guilty. Kelsey, she's not guilty. And Lindsay is looking like she might be the next to kind of get a not guilty, and that it's trending in that direction, if you ask me. And maybe by that time you might even get that. We don't know. Prosecution already rested. We're in the defense stages, so I don't know. In a week from now, very possible. I mean, I would assume so. So we're going to talk about them three ladies, the parallels to the cases, and we're gonna talk a serious case. So we're going to be doing a show, a 2-hour live stream. It's going to be a serious live stream, and it's just going to be you have a chance to see us in our element, just going over, just doing a live stream. You're going to see Kev with the headphones on, JFK with the headphones on, doing a pop up in Fuckery Donuts USA, the corporation. Inside now, outside you go in, you could buy a coffee, but the good thing about it, it's free. It's free, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody could show up. It's free. It doesn't cost you a
Yeah.
fucking thing, right? But now we're gonna have CDs, the wellness check. We're gonna have the wellness check CDs. I'm gonna print up like 100 CDs. I would love to sell all the CDs. CDs are gonna be, I think, 20 a pop, depending on what I get them for. They're gonna be the hard copy, physical copies. I'll sign the CD. It's something to leave with. Kev's thinking about making some Kevy Crew shirts. We don't know. We want to sell some merchandise so you guys can leave with something physical, old school type mentality, right? If that, if people buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. It's just merch. That's what we do. That's part of the job description. But the fun part about all this is that you get to see it. You get to buy a donut and cop a CD, right? Buy a coffee, cop a CD, cop a T-shirt, whatever. You guys can sit in your cars and stream and watch us that way, interact that way. But then at the end, after the 2-hour mark, we are going to be walking down Shirley Ave. Oh, yeah. Me and Kev, 781 on the motherfucking Cash App. We're going to be walking down J. Brill also. We're going to be walking down Shirley Ave with a boombox. Trust and believe there will be a boombox present. And we'll be walking down Shirley Ave to the beach. Oh, to the beach. Because the beach is right there, ladies. Oh, the oldest beach. Oh, it's called Revere Beach. Would you believe it? And that's where you guys can walk down with us if you want, or you could drive your cars, whatever your vice might be. And we're going to walk down to the beach, and we're going to hang out on the beach for an hour or two, and we're going to kick it and talk to the long gamers on a nice, beautiful summer night. Hopefully, it goes just the way I just said it. But of course, there's always fuckery involved, so you just never know. But that's what we're seeing. We're trying to give something back and do something and take it back to the essence and still hold the level of integrity for the people who can't make it, that are watching through the via live stream. We still put on a good show through the live stream and put on a good show, and you guys can see us in our element, because I'm going to be locked in on that show. So it's not going to be something where we're going to spin the camera around. Hey, everybody, look, we're partying in a Dunkin' Donuts. No, you could leave that. You could go to Lawrence, or you can go to Lynn for that if you want to, and do that weird shit. Like, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing business. We're going to be streaming, going to be breaking down facts, going into the minds. But when we leave, best believe, when we leave, we're going to walk down to the beach. You want to join us, you could join us. If not, that's just something that we're thinking about. I don't know how many people might want to do that might want to come check us out, because I'm going to be in the area. And if you don't know, this hood booger right here streams in the weirdest places. I might stream in a parking lot right now. I just might leave this spot and go outside in the woods and put my Wi-Fi on and just start streaming. Who knows? So it's a beautiful thing. I stream anywhere. So I thought maybe this will give the opportunity where people can grab a coffee, sit back, meet each other that's in the chat in the chat, and have an experience, if that's something that they're interested in. What do you think, Kev? Talk to the people.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I think it's a great chance for just the long gamers to be able to interact with each other. Not only through a phone or through a screen, but just to be able to just get together, a gathering, for the people. And I think
with donuts, with coffee,
goddamn,
and CDs,
human interaction,
CDs, man. And keep in mind, you got to buy merch. So make sure you got your Cash App ready, your Venmo, or some cash, man. You got to get some merch. You got to leave there with merch. You got to get a signed CD, man. Because keep in mind, when I get to Boston, I'm shooting a couple videos, high-end videos too. We're talking about immaculate videos. Your man J.F.K. is going to work when he lands. I got a lot of shit that I got to do when I get out there. Because when I get out there, I put in the work. See, wow. Would you believe it? That's what I do. I put in the work, so I got a lot of things coming. And I just want to continue to give you content, and I want to continue to give back to the people who support this show. You know what I mean? Because I actually have an opportunity to do a show, which is crazy. There is a venue that possibly I could put a show together where it's a beautiful, immaculate venue. But I don't know. I thought about this idea where it's like it's free, it's coffee, it's summertime. I mean, this is the end of the summer. This is like the last hoorah. I mean, technically, it's not the end of the summer, but school's coming back. We're on the tail end of the thing. You know what I mean? A month out. Summertime's ending. It's feast time. You know what that means. Get your shovels out. So I just thought, hey, maybe, you know what I mean? People like coffee. Instead of the liquor, let's do coffee. That's what we do, right? We do coffee. I know Jay Brill likes coffee.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't drink, so.
Marisol 100% will be there. How do you know there won't be Marisol merch? Now, how many people want to see some Marisol merch? You know what I mean? But that would be limited edition stuff. So you got to go there to grab Marisol merch. And it's going to be limited on the site that night. And that's what it's about. It's about whatever we put limited, the CDs, the Kevy Kev, the JFK merch, whatever we put limited, it will only be for that night or maybe that weekend only. And then after that, when it's gone, it's gone. So grab it and be a part of it. And then we move on to the next. It's like paintings. Grab it while you can. I think that's a good concept.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm happy for it. And I hope it's a good turn. I hope people, take advantage of it too. Just that last, like you said, it's it's not the end of the summer, but it's,
Bossy,
it's a time that people wrap
Bossy,
things up.
you ain't that far. You ain't that far, girl. You in Canada. You like 8 hours away, girl. Jump on a bird. That's a light flight. That's like a 2-hour flight.
I think it'd be a great experience, though.
Ask the questions, man. Kevy Kev, how many people will show up? Let's just see. Go ahead, tell them.
Yeah, people, let's see it. Let's throw your ones up in the chat if you'd like to, show up at Ground Zero, Valkyrie Donuts, where it all took place. That very first time. Throw your ones up in the chat, people. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, we're gonna have a butt dial there. Michelle Corey will be in the building. Becky will be in the building. Damn, Leslie and Nail's gonna pop up. Oh, that'd be great. I would love to see them. Oh shit, Boston Brandy. Man, we could smile with Boston Brandy. That shit would be the E-Pags. Man, E-Pags on the beach at 1 a.m. Oh, goddamn. E-Pags on Revere Beach at fucking 12 a.m. listening to Stevie B. What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Goddamn.
Oh, goddamn, man. Let's talk. I'll push it to September. I'll rent you a venue. Let's talk. Let's talk behind the scenes. And let's put something bigger together. Man, let's do like an all-star cast, man. I got some ideas. Like I said, this is a pop-up. Like the concept is just like a pop-up, right? Like I did it before. I don't know if people remember when I streamed in the roast beef shop. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
when I randomly went to a roast beef shop, me and James Jackson, we said, yo, we're at Bill and Bob's. It's people come through. Like Kevy Kev came through.
Yeah.
This dude drove what was his name? Sean. He drove all the way down from
Sean.
Framingham. He popped out.
Shout out to Sean. Yeah.
This other woman popped out from Peabody. People came out, like 3-4 people. And this was like not planned. Like we didn't even announce it. I hit the live button and said, hey, I'm at Bill and Bob's roast beef in Peabody. So now I feel like announcing it. And I feel like the concept is after it's all said and done, I think the visual from the people, from them watching us, because everybody could be outside in the parking lot enjoying their coffee. They got us on the phone. They can hear what we're saying. They can watch us. They can be in Dunkin' Donuts if they want. They could buy donuts, coffee, bagels, croissants, whatever your vice might be, right? And then when it's all said and done, boombox on, beach we go, and let's get it going.
Oh, you know we'd be playing some good music too on that walk
Yeah.
to the beach.
Oh, JFK is going to be in
God
the
damn.
mix. He's going to be in the mix.
God damn. Yeah, and just think of that. Just think of that posse walking to the beach. I mean, that's impressive right there, people, to just be a part of that. You know, that's a good little mission. You know?
No Sugar Girl, Bill and Boss, where I saw you and James. There she goes right there. No Sugar Girl. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like with Nan, we could set something up with Nan. I say we do an all-star cast, man, with something like that. I'd say like we plan something big in a venue. We bring Nan out, you know what I'm saying? Me, Kevy Kev, Jay Bro, Mikey Crawford. You know, we put together, you know, a nice DJ, a nice event, you know. And this is, like I said, this is more like a pop-up. This is more like if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. That's all good. But guess what? We will be streaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You will still be here with us. You still will be in the chat. You still will feel the energy for sure. And I think that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this won't be the last. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I want to continue to do weird shit. And that's what content is, right? Just creating. Like a
yeah.
And the backstory to Fuckery Donuts is pretty immaculate. You know where it all came from, and that place right there, that whole area is where it all started for this show, for this concept of this show.
You know, and I'll tell you when
Rocco, Nick, you better come through for a coffee, man. Listen, you don't need to put gel in your hair. Well, you wear fitteds anyway, so put the fitted on. All right, spray some Dochi. Whatever you do, leave the 5,000 in the top drawer because I know you're getting close to the encore and you're gonna try to sway that way. Just leave the money in the fucking drawer so you don't end up at the encore at 2 a.m. All right, calm the fuck down, Nick. All right, I get it. And then you're with Jay Brill, or Jay Brill will drag you to the encore.
God damn.
Yeah.
22.
That'll be a long night.
Stay away, Nick. I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to come out like dressed to impress. Come out like you grabbing a late coffee, man. You know what I'm saying? You can wear a diaper and a beanie. It's all good.
Yeah. God damn, diaper and a beanie.
God damn, son.
God damn. And then buy a shirt from Kevy Kev and we'll get you suited up.
I think we'll probably start at around 10 p.m. like how we always start our shows. Like we'll start at 10. We'll rock out until like 12. You know what I'm saying? We'll do the show till 12 and then we'll head to the beach and like rock out until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. You know, hang out at the beach, man. And, you know, and that's it, man. Some vibes, man. 1 a.m. or something like that. Call it a night, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe a little earlier, maybe 9. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a great time, you know? And like, you know, and as we were talking about this earlier, and I'm saying to myself, you know, what a concept to be able to pull up to that initial spot that started this show off. You know, that it was like the biggest, you know, it was a turning point.
Yeah, we could take it to Kelly's. I don't mean to stop. I mean, there's so much stuff down the beach now. I mean, I was thinking about walking down the Ave and going right across the street, Shirley Ave, that little section right there. And there's a little bar right there too. So if you want to go in there, and there's a liquor store too, if you just want to just keep it thorough. I mean, you never know. We might have a whole cooler full of Stellas. I mean, you just never fucking know with us. You know what I mean? You just never know. We might have nips, you know what I mean? Yikes. You know. Ghost Energy for sale.
Oh, Ghost.
Yeah, I mean, I could play a little bit of like where the Fuckery Donut started. Yeah, man. It's
well,
wild
back to what I was saying, like, you know, sitting in the parking lot on your phone, but being able to look up ahead and look through the glass and say, wow, this shit's going on right here. You know?
And I want to put on an immaculate show too, you know?
Yeah.
It's a fun experience.
Let me tell you, it'd be a great time. Great time. I hope everybody would, you know, put it down on their calendar, you know, try to make a little time, head out there and, you know, gives you guys, you know, gives, and like I said too earlier too, and I think we both agreed, it's kind of not only, you know, it's like a live show that you get to physically see us in that element, you know, and be able to take that experience in, you know. And at the end, being able to say, hey, great show, instead of, you know, typing it in the chat, whatnot, you know, being able to just say, hey, that was great, man. Thank you. Yeah, let's go to the beach. Let's you know, let's go to Kelly's. Let's you know, let's go put our feet in the sand. I mean, hey, I'm telling you, it'd be a great time.
Yes, sir. So we'll see. We'll be announcing it, man. We'll put a flyer up. Yeah, St. Anthony's Feast, man. I'll be down the feast for sure.
You know, the Seagulls won't be out.
That's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why your man JFK is coming down.
Kev, you set me up for the kill, bro. You set me up to get robbed, Kev.
God damn.
You didn't tell you about that, JFK?
No, sir.
I forgot to tell him about that. Let me get the papers. Yeah, let me
Bro,
get the document.
There's a report. I went to Castle Island, right?
There's a fucking report. There's a report on this, by the way.
Do you need a docket number for this, sir?
Yeah,
No.
Kev needs a docket number for this one.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
So I went to Castle Island. He's like, you got to try Sullivan's. So I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, the food's bomb there. So I'm like, all right. I went there. The line was long, so I'm like, I ain't doing it. I went to the bathroom, went back. The line was gone, so I'm like, all right. Got myself a lobster roll and my girl an ice cream.
God damn, bro. Hey,
bro,
yo.
I took one bite
wait a
of
minute.
that
Wait a
lobster
minute.
roll
Wait
and
a minute. This. Let's tell them about the lobster roll, bro. Now you got a lobster roll that's fucking diesel, right?
Nah, it wasn't even diesel, bro. I paid $25 for that thing, and it was in a hot dog roll, not even full.
But listen, when you get in New England, when you get a lobster roll, man, that you're getting it on a hot dog roll. But man,
bro.
you were looking at that like, god damn.
I took one bite.
Toasted roll. God damn, gotta tell
bro, a little piece of the lobster fell. I looked down. That whole thing was gone, dude. A seagull snatched it from my hand, bro.
Yo, seagull dive bomb this motherfucker, bro.
So then, right after, like, I literally was right here. Like, my hand was right here. So this was right at my feet to get the piece that I dropped, and just looked at me like, and there ain't nothing you're gonna do about it. I'm like, wow.
My bad. Oh shit. This fucking seagull dive bomb.
So what I did was I left him a message. I'm like,
you left too?
I left the situation. I told him the situation, and I said, listen, I just want the video because I gotta see that. That shit was just crazy how it happened. I literally had my thing open for 1 second and it was gone.
Wow.
He didn't warn me about no seagulls.
You don't know about seagulls, bro?
Bro, it's the first time I've ever been to Castle Island. There was no seagulls in sight.
Oh, they're out there, bro.
Oh, god damn, bro. These seagulls.
They were in hiding, waiting for me to open my sandwich, and then as soon as I opened it, I took one bite, and they just came and snatched it out of my hand.
Oh yeah, they knew.
I want to say Enchiladas, Texas. Thank you so much for the 5 JFK memberships. I appreciate it. Come on, let's go ahead and match the energy. Who's feeling JFK? Kevy Kev 781, and our boy Jay Brill. Goddamn, he got attacked by some seagulls.
Late night, early morning.
Yeah, birds. What's up with these birds?
Early morning. We be on them corners. We be on them corners. Yeah. All day and night till the break of dawn. Late night, early morning. We be on them corners. We be on them corners. Yeah. All day and night till the break of dawn. Late nights with the team, getting green. We gon' do it big like it's a dream. Pull up on the scene in the beam with the steam burning. On the prowl in the wild like Steve
y'all say everything. All green. All green. When I say 19, y'all say 88. 19. 19. You were trying to get away. Now you glorify your team like it's 88. It's getting caught, don't say the time. We all in the same 24. You was claiming it's not. 19. When I say stack, y'all say select, don't stack.
Your shadow.
I'm just a dawn in the city. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a dawn in the city.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
J.F.K.
I'm just a dawn in the city. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a dawn in the city.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
Oh,
J.F.K. in the mix.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
Yeah, now you need a seagull.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Came up, nigga, no pit. Headed to the height for the pivot. Go to Fort cop 250.
come on.
I'm just
JFK in the mix.
Trapped up 450 or 250. I'm just a dawn in the city. 4 Sugar Hill in the mix.
Come on.
I'm just a dawn in the city. Riding through Queen, probably with your queen. Just a dawn in the city. Staten Island, but the money be pattern. I'm just a dawn in the city. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a dawn in the city.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
Dirty Bronx money, never leave a paper trail. Eating off the fish like a killer whale. What you see? Nah, ain't no fairy tale. About to go bust a sale up on Interville. I'm on the 3rd with the herb, it's a red zone. I used to get it off the bleep and I'm running through Queen, probably with your queen. Just a dawn in the city. Staten Island, but the money be pattern. I'm just a dawn in the city. Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a dawn in the city.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
Through the veil, getting money on the hill. I'm just a dawn in the city.
1/3, no ducks, no birds.
Dirty Bronx money, never leave a paper trail. Eating off the fish like a killer whale. What you see? Nah, ain't no fairy tale. About to go bust a sale up on Interville. I'm on the 3rd with the herb, it's a red zone. I used to get it off the bleep and the iPhone. Caught my first half an ounce, double ass quick.
JFK in the mix.
Dawn in the city. Trapped up 450 or 250. I'm just a dawn in the city. 4 Sugar Hill in the mix. I'm just a dawn in the city. Riding through Queen, probably
JFK
with
in the
your queen.
mix.
Just a dawn in the city. Staten Island, but the money be pattern.
Long gamers, it is time to match the energy. Right now, let's feel the energy.
JFK in the mix.
Come on.
Get up. Get up. Stomp your feet. Let's get down.
JFK
Match the
in the
energy.
mix.
Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane.
Right
We
now.
are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
JFK in the mix. JFK in the mix. JFK in the mix.
Right now.
JFK in the mix.
Look at this.
JFK in the
I
mix.
thought about it.
So we're living in some crazy times, man. So Tupac, 30 years later, and I want to show you what this cop. His name was Cameo. That's what they called him in the streets. He was like a Pac-Man, like in the movie Colors. They called him Cameo. Listen to the way he explains the death of Orlando Anderson or what happened. I mean, yeah, was it Anderson? Yeah, I think it's Anderson. Orlando Wright. Was it Orlando Wright? Orlando Wright. Yeah, Orlando Wright. I know that. Something like that. I forget the name, but yeah, check it out.
You serve in the Compton Police Department, and what position did you have there?
From 1988 to year 2000 when it disbanded, I started out as a patrolman, and then I went to as a gang officer, and eventually ended up as a gang investigator.
What got you into policing? What was your journey to becoming a cop?
To be honest, I needed a job. And after I applied for the job and got the job, I found I was pretty good at it. Yeah, but it wasn't something I grew up.
Orlando Anderson,
doing
yeah, I said it right
because my dad did it. He was a farmer, but life was different. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee area, the metropolitan area, which outside of Memphis, about 30 minutes outside of Memphis, but it was still Memphis metropolitan area, but it was across the Mississippi line.
And what brought you out to Compton?
Again, looking for a better life. I get the Beverly Hillbilly things. I loaded up the car with my family and my everything I own and headed west.
Yep.
And it all worked out, thank God. Yeah.
You ended up as a gang detective for Compton PD.
Yes.
What led you into that, and why did you want to do that?
Once I became a police officer, I was pretty active. I liked the active life, the active life and law enforcement, chasing guns and drugs and cars and stolen cars. And all the people that did those things were gangsters. So I got to know them pretty well. And I got pretty good at my job.
Yeah. And you said something interesting. We were talking about how Compton is kind of disarming to people, that when they come to see it, it doesn't look. You said the people come thinking it's going to be one big housing project, but it's beautiful houses and.
It's very. Most people, when they hear of Compton or think of Compton, California, because especially after gangster rap, a lot of the officers once they come to California, whether vacation or on business, they would want to come and do ride-alongs with us. And when they got there, we would show them the city. Okay, when are we gonna get to the projects? We only have one project building in the city. Well, 2 project buildings. That's it. Like, no way, this city got to be. No, we don't have that. This is a city with regular working people. We have documented 5,000 gangsters, and those guys are really screwed up. They do bad things to good people, and that's why you're here, and that's why we're here. So that's pretty much what's that.
Yeah, it's 5,000, you said, screwed up guys that are messing it up for everybody else, basically.
Messing up for everybody. But that was most of our problems in Compton was the gangsters. The other people were just any other city. You're going to find the prostitutes and the drug addicts in any city. But we just had the gang problem.
What was your nickname on the streets, and where did it come from?
They started calling me Cameo. I used to wear a high top fade, and my eyes were, they still are big. They are still big. I looked like the guy that's singing Cameo. That's what I was told. The reason they started calling me that. I'm like, who's Cameo? You, boo.
He did, too. He did.
The gangster started calling you.
Yeah, he did.
Mainly started the female gangster in Compton. She would always call me that. And that's when I first heard it was from her. And then it just kind of caught on all over the city. And I was like, when I would ask her, why are you calling me that? And she showed me a picture of the guy who sang with Cameo. This is you. Is your brother? Like, no, it's not my brother. I don't know that guy. God, I don't have rich friends or rich relatives.
It's like they, with Brennan getting the nickname Blondie from DJ Quick, right?
Most of the gangsters had a nickname for everybody.
For all the cops?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the most active cops they did.
Right. Do you remember any other guy? What was the...
This is what you call old school police. These dudes did police work, man. They knew everybody.
Footwork, man.
Reggie Sr. have a nickname?
They just call him Reggie. Or most people call him Uncle Reggie because they have been known him for a long time. Because I think he worked. He was a meter reader for Edison, I believe.
I was working, like I say, for Edison and stuff. And I used to go into these neighborhoods to collect the light bill and stuff. And me being from a big family out the project, I knew how my mama used to hide from the people coming to collect the money. So I felt bad in doing that job at Edison, turning lights off and on. But I would see the guys growing up, playing little dice games when I go to collect. And I used to help their parents and stuff. I would have to turn off the lights and stuff, but I would show them how to turn it back on after I left. So I got credit for it. So that's how I got kind of like liked in the neighborhoods, all these different little neighborhoods. That was my area in Compton. So I met a lot of these parents from different sets.
That guy knew everybody. It was unbelievable. And when I first started working with him, he sit me down and talk with me because I was this gun-ho cop. I was out there chasing people. And nobody got a break. Everybody's going to prison. I don't give a crap what it is. You're going to jail. Wow. And that was my attitude until he sat me down and talked to me. Hey, he's like, hey, Ray, I like you, but I want you to work with me, but you got to change. You got to bend and give a little bit. And the whole thing is, we're not giving these guys any breaks because whatever break we give them, they're going to give back.
And just don't come down so hard. You know what I'm saying? You ain't kicking ass, taking ass, almost like LAPD when they adopted Crash. It was all about, you don't talk to them, you don't baby, you don't get no intel. You're like, hey, hook them up and shut them up. Yeah. Shut them up and hook them up. Not giving them anything, but relating where that you can deal with it, where they respect you as much as they will respect the police.
And once you develop that mentality, you'll be a great gang officer because you know everybody out here and everybody out here in the gangs know you because you're active as crap. Like I said, guns and drugs, that was my things. And stolen cars, anything that they did, I want to be a part of it. So they were gangsters. I guess I was kind of living the gangster life too, because my gangster life was another concept of it. I was enforcing the laws of it, and they were breaking those laws. I had to think like them, talk like them, walk like them, to understand where they was going and be there before they got there.
Crazy.
And by doing so, I got to know a lot of the gangster females from the Hispanic side. The black females wouldn't talk with us. They was just like hardcore, no. But if you talk with the Hispanic females and always compliment them, I learned that early. If you complimented them, because the guys wouldn't, hey, you look pretty today. You look nice today. And they would learn to talk to you. They would tell you things that was unbelievable. And of course they would say, I'm not going to court. And my attitude was, yeah, sugar, you're going to court. You just don't know it yet. But I have your name, I have your number, and when it's a thing, you're gonna have to go. And
This
it got
dude
a
was
lot of
wild,
Hispanic females, and we solved a lot of crimes that way. And by then, my partner Gary, we worked really good Hispanic gangs. And when we started working them on that angle, they were shocked. Of course, they didn't know why we heard all the things that we say because, yeah, your girl's pissed at you, and she's gonna call me in the middle, pace me in the middle of the night, and tell me things that she's gonna be sorry for telling me tomorrow.
Loves it. Look at him.
So you mentioned, that Reggie seemed to know everybody because he was from there. He was from
He
Washington,
fucking loved
working
it.
as for the electric company. So Reggie told me that like he got to know a lot of these notable gangsters when they were kids. Like he knew Michael Duro, for example, Owl, because he knew his family. And so he was kind of tried to take Owl under his wing when he was a kid coming up.
Bro, he is rigid as shit, dude. He he's seen it all, this dude.
And you knew Orlando Anderson kind of in a similar way, I think.
I was a young patrolman. He was a young gangster. And I was always running into the guy, and he was always active, I was active, but we was running to each other on different angles. And we shouldn't say respect, but we got to know each other on a different level, where he kind of looked up to me. It's kind of odd.
That's
when I looked at him,
Keith.
I saw my son's face in him. The resemblance was quite stunning. And his mannerism, the way he was an athlete, and my son was an athlete. And I could see the resemblance in the two of them. And when I saw the resemblance, I something I felt for him because he reminded me of my son. If that makes sense to you? Yeah,
of course.
And but when I looked at him, I could see my son in him, and I could see my son, if my son had grew up in an environment, being that guy, or him being like my son if he had grew up in an environment my son grew up in. So I saw what each of them could have been, if that makes sense. And I kind of liked the kid. I would talk with him. He would talk with me. He never, whenever he did what he did, and I did what I did to deal with him, he never disrespected me. He was always respectful. And I could tell that he had some home training or bringing up. Someone in his family brought him up the right way. He just went astray, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. His uncle, too, it seems like, Keefe was raised, based on what he said in his book anyways, was raised well. He was already going up to take classes at UCLA while he was still in high school. And then for whatever reason, he just chose the street life instead.
The street life in Compton can be powerful. At that time, it was very powerful, especially for young men, young black men, and young Hispanic men also. A lot of those kids, if I grew up in another environment, say where you grew up and where I grew up, they might have been different people. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Do you remember any specific run-ins with Orlando Anderson that kind of stand out to you?
Can't call it a raid. It wasn't a warrant. We ended up in the house. We ended up chasing a bunch of guys in a drug house. And we ended up getting some bullets out of there and some other guns. I think some guy had a gun. We chased him to the house, and we get in the house. There's a bunch of those guys in there, and we detained everybody and identified them. And I think we recovered some bullets and a gun. We ended up sending that gun to Vegas, some of the bullets, but it wasn't a match. It wasn't the gun. We was always chasing those guys.
Yeah.
They were active, and they were young. And we were young cops at the time. So figure that out.
Yeah, you guys run, we chase you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you remember having run-ins with Keefe?
Keefe? Not so much.
Yeah.
Keefe was more so not the street level guy. He was the drug guy, but he kept a low profile, if you know what I mean.
That's what I've heard. He was kind of in the background.
He was in the background.
He had his soldiers out there, like Orlando and them, doing the dirty work.
And he was kind of in the background, The only time we'd see him if we caught him driving in a car, standing out front of his house, but he had nothing. He was big time. He didn't have no dope or guns on. He was over the gangster years. Now he's a big time dope dealer. But he basically was a shot caller. He was calling the shots for Southside, the Burrs crew anyway.
Obviously, you knew where Orlando was getting the drugs from. You knew where he was getting the money from. He was more like a big brother figure, I think, to Orlando than an uncle. I thought he was leading the wrong way, obviously.
After it went public that Keefe had done his proffered statement in 2008 where he confessed all this and named his own, fellow gang members, named Orlando Anderson, his own nephew, as the shooter.
I gave it to Dre, and Dre was like, no. And Lane's like, you, Papa, you.
So Orlando shot him across Dre?
He leaned over on the window, go around the window, pop.
That his neighborhood he had tension.
Wonder why.
Back home. And tension, I think, with, his own family for saying, you told the police, your sister's son did this.
Yeah, even though his sister's son's gone, but he still had that.
Right.
That's still in her heart.
Yeah.
And some of the things we told her he did, she was like any other mother. No, my baby don't do that. I don't know if she believed that or not.
Right.
I found it hard to believe that she couldn't believe he did that shit. But he didn't do that. But then again, I don't know if I would believe it about my son either. If my son's always in trouble, yeah, I'm going to believe my son. Picking on my poor baby, yeah, I get that. But she was a likable person.
Yeah. And you've talked about him being respectful and kind of soft-spoken when you're dealing with him. He also he had a very clean-cut appearance.
I think that the part I told you about that might remind me of my son.
Right.
The nice Nike tennis shoes, the gear, the clean-cut fade haircut, that part.
Polo shirts and khakis, and yeah.
I could have seen him probably hanging out with my son.
Right.
Because he portrayed that image too. But he also had another image that he had.
Right.
That was real. I know that if he had got into a different environment, he could have been a great kid. But unfortunately, he had older people point him in the wrong direction from an early age, from a very early age.
Right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, he had got into some shit. Excuse me, some crap with the lad and Brennan. He shot at them.
Yeah, he was with I think Gladys said he was with a group of, there were 3 of them. They were, baby gangsters. They were like 13, 14, I think. And one of the other guys in their group shot because they were trying to get their stripes for Southside. And they were told, hey, if you can take a shot at Lad and Brennan, you're in.
And all of a sudden, man, bam, 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 bam. All these shots, we can hear them hitting our car, hitting the ground. So we put it out on the radio, and the troops were coming in, code free, and we cordoned off the block. And by that time, we were kind of out of it, but because we were the guys shot at, so they didn't want us to go in and say something happened, and hey, these guys just wanted revenge, so they just kind of kept us out of it. But they went in the house eventually, and they took 3 juveniles into custody. One was Orlando Anderson, and one was Michael Duro, and the other one was Duck. Can't remember his name, but they call him Duck. He was the actual shooter.
Yeah, I remember that when they got shot. I was working patrol at the time. I was patrolman, and we was out there looking for.
You know what's crazy about Orlando Anderson?
And one was.
You know what always bugged me out about Orlando Anderson? If you look at him, he kind of looks like Tupac.
He does, right?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Pac. He got the bushy eyebrows like him.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of look like Pac. It's wild, man. So, allegedly, this is who killed Pac, Orlando Anderson. He's the one that got stomped out in the MGH.
Right.
But did he? We don't know if he killed him. Gen X major lessons. Don't be in the wrong place at the right time. At the wrong time, for sure.
No.
With the mother renting car, which would be typical for that because most of the guys had.
It's a crazy story, right?
Yeah.
That don't give a shit attitude. But what I saw that's been investigated was like, don't give a shit attitude.
We'll get to the part.
Get out the car. Say, Mike, he said red.
Right here.
So I can't tell you anything. I'm not your lawyer, and I can't tell you shit.
If we want to talk to you, what about? I think you know what it's about. About a murder. Oh.
So he was there when Orlando Anderson got shot. And listen what he has to say.
And we think
he wanted to know about the murder. And he was really curious about the guns that came out of his house. I don't know why. Because like you said, if you say they're not your guns, not your house, why are you worried about this shit? That's why I couldn't figure out. But he was worried about it, and he was talking about it. And he didn't talk much. He wanted to stay away from the house. He wanted to stay away from Vegas. He wanted to stay away from Tupac. He wanted to stay away from everything. But then when we finished talking, we didn't get much out of him that day. I was going to walk him back up because I had to report with him. I walked him back up to the jail to put him back into his cell. And that walk took like an hour. The guy could see the fear in his face for the first time in his life. I saw fear in him. But little did he know, I couldn't tell him that. I really don't want to say it on camera, that Vegas really didn't give a shit. Excuse my language. I couldn't tell him that. You'll probably be okay. Because from what I'm reading from these investigators, this gangster crap is back where it belongs in Compton. And we really don't give a care. We're going to go have some breakfast, and we're going to go back to Vegas, and we're going to be fat, dumb, and happy. I shouldn't call them that.
Right.
And you guys can deal with your gangsters any way you want to.
Wow.
But we're telling these people, we can't deal with these guys. We're not police officers in the state of Nevada, and we can't enforce a Nevada crime. We're California police officers. We can only enforce California crimes. So we can't enforce this homicide with this guy no matter what we get from him. There's nothing we can do with it without you. They didn't seem to care that much. And obviously, they care now because they solved a case that was solved in 1997, 96, whenever that happened. Now all of a sudden, some younger guys got, we solved it. Man, we solved this and wrapped it up in a nice, pretty bow, a blue bow, and gave it to you. You didn't want it.
Wow.
He just wanted to talk about life and about everything, but what do you think is going to happen? And I can't tell him. I can tell you, I don't think anything's going to happen. As you notice, the investigators from the scene, from the crime scene, walked out. I didn't get a good feeling from that. I don't know how you feel about that, but I didn't get a good feeling from that. So I can't tell you anything. I'm not your lawyer, and I can't tell you shit. But if it was me, I probably wouldn't be worried about this much. They walked out. They didn't seem to care. Me and my partners, we can't investigate Vegas crimes.
Right.
That's a whole different state.
Do you remember anything else that he talked about on that walk, or anything else he asked about?
He was concerned about what was going to happen to him.
Yeah.
He was concerned about what happened in Vegas, him getting stomped. Was he going to have some issues from that? He was concerned about there being a problem with him and Suge Knight, Death Row, and Mark Pyru. I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't there. So, but you're saying that was Suge stomping you and Tupac? Well, I don't want to talk about that. Anything criminal he don't want to talk about, but he wanted information from it.
Mm-hmm, of course.
It's crazy because this dude, Orlando Anderson, was like 24 years old, man. This is a young ass man. Like, think about what's going on back then. Like with this cop, this is a grizzled cop, man. He was a young man too. Yeah. This is all going on. Like, and they know they killed Pac. To his point, they don't even care. Vegas went to interview him. Basically, got some information, left, and they're stuck with this whole beef in LA with what happened in Vegas. Like this shit is going down in LA.
Yep.
And this dude can't do nothing. And they're trying to say, yo, arrest these kids. We know they did it. Here's some information. Vegas is like, nah, just leave it over there. Now here we are 30 years later.
But I can't tell you that if you don't tell me you're there. Well, I wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about. Looking back now, I think he had already been talking with Shook about what they're going to do about this parole violation because they seem to make that disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah, and the story is that he was paid.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. So either he hadn't talked with them, but maybe sometime after that they got together and got that solved pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because he forgotten everything that happened that night, even being in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some interview with him when he's with his lawyer and he's being asked, when did he find out? How did he find out that Tupac was shot or something like that? And he said something that made it sound like he wasn't even in Las Vegas when it happened. And his lawyer immediately jumped in and said, no, strike that, because she immediately realized that's obviously a lie. You're on video. There
exactly.
That night. You're obviously like.
When I heard that Tupac was shot, and I was
look at you smirking.
I was at home, like. No,
You did not hear about it. I mean, someone didn't call you and tell you about it at home.
And I don't doubt that because Shook's lawyer was pretty shaky.
You know what Orlando Anderson's reputation was in Compton after Tupac's murder? Because some people are like, he just kind of became a legend, at least in his neighborhood.
Well, see, that was one thing that no one talked about with him. I would see him from time to time, but he still was that, with me, he had portrayed that mild-mannered attitude. And the way he portrayed himself with me, never thought he would be a killer. But he was. That guy was a stone cold killer.
Okay, so let's talk about the day Orlando Anderson dies. We'll start at the beginning of that story.
Here we go.
Because I know like Ladd and Brennan and Reggie Sr., I think the briefing had just to start the day. They were just starting the day. It was like in the afternoon. They just got out of briefing and they said they were out in the parking lot.
Imagine being this guy, bro. Like,
Right.
This young dude, Orlando Anderson, he looks like your son. You're a young cop. You know this dude's going in the bad direction. He just said he was two sides of him. You kind of like him, but you know he's a stone cold killer. You can't do nothing about it. You know he's going to end up dead. And then you see him die right in front of you. And like, he's the only one, this guy right here, this detective cameo is the only one that could tell the story. Like, what a, pardon my French, what a shit show.
Yeah.
And like, look at what it did, like the trauma with this guy. Like, listen to him, like the stuff that he's saying. This is like wild stories, man. He's like the real life, like Lethal Weapon. He's like the real life Danny Glover.
And they heard the gunshots because only a few blocks away at the Rob's Car Wash where the shooting happened, and they immediately they thought someone was shooting at the high school.
Right. It was kind of weird. We were just on the back lot of the police department, Tim and I, and the other two gang officers, Gary and Richardson, and we're all talking to our boss, just standing on the back lot, right? All of a sudden, we hear multiple gunshots. It was coming from around Alondra and Acacia. We thought it was coming from the high school, because Compton High was just right adjacent. So we run our cars and we drive down there.
Whenever there was a shortage of patrols, officers, we had to give patrol 1 day or 2 days a month in patrol. So that was my patrol day.
So your gang unit, but you'd have to go work patrol a couple days a month to make up for shortage. Gotcha.
That was my patrol day.
Yeah.
So that day I was in uniform working patrol. So I head over there. When I get there, there's people shot there, and the owner of the car wash recognized me, and he tells me, "Hey, there's some guys just left here," and I think it was a Jimmy.
Yeah, it was like a Blazer. Yeah.
Yep. The owner of the car wash calls it a Jimmy. So I recognize the Jimmy as that Blazer type, and he said they just left here. They went up the street. I think the street right behind the high school. They left going eastbound on the street. So I start to follow them. As I get behind the car, I see the car stop on that street right at Acacia. I think that's Acacia, right before the railroad tracks. The car stopped. I just pulled over to the curb.
So I'm flying down, all of a sudden I see a guy out in the street. It turned out to be Michael flagging me down.
Michael Duro.
He knows my car. Everybody, the gang members, they know. So I see him flag me down, and I get out, and I'm smart enough to know shooting Michael where he is flagging me down. He involved in it. He got something to do with it. I don't know what. Maybe shooting. But anyway, I grab him. I get out the car. I say, Mike. He said, Red, they shot Lando.
Orlando's on the ground. He's already out the car. I don't know if he fell out of the car. I'll pull him out of the car, but he's on the ground with the door open, the passenger side door open. He recognized me walking up to him, and he started to yell. Reggie was there, and Reggie said, "Deal with this. I'm going to go to the car wash." Okay. So at the time he said, "Deal with this. I'm going to go to the car wash." My partner pull up in our regular gang car. Gary pull up, and he blocks traffic, and he asked me what's going on. I'm like, "I know, I just got here too." And we started to talk with Orlando, and Orlando's screaming for me, "Hey, Cameo, come here." He wants to talk with me. I can see the fear in his eyes again. Now he's really afraid. He's fearful. And he's like, "Hey, man, you think I'm going to be all right?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not a paramedic. They get here. They'll be here in a second. They're coming. Just hang on for a second. They'll be here in a minute." But I know he's shot. I think it was in the back, and most of the guys shot in that plane, they don't do too well. they usually bleed out inside. And I can't tell him that. But I don't, I'm telling him I don't think you're going to make it because you're probably bleeding inside because I don't see any blood coming out of him. But I know where it's going. The pool is bleeding up inside and eventually it's going to choke you out because you're not going to be able to breathe. And but I can't tell him all that shit.
Yo, that shit is crazy. It's not even funny.
He's keeping it 100 though, right?
It's not funny. It's just the way he said it. It just,
man, he just like, so he knows, man, he's done, dude. Like, what a relationship. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about the police, like old school police who actually talk to the kids, kicked it with them, try to give them information. I'm not saying there's probably police out there still in the neighborhoods doing that. So shout out to the police that are still doing that. But to see, like, and that's what it is. Like, this is the worst. Like, you see the kids go to jail. It's one thing, they could turn it around maybe, but this is, you seen the dude dying, a young man dying, and he kind of knew this was going to happen. And like, you could just tell. Look at his face.
So he's like, you're going to be okay. Choke you out because you're blood coming out of him. But I know where it's going. The pool is bleeding up inside and eventually it's going to choke you out because you're not going to be able to breathe. And but I can't tell him all that shit. So he's like, you're going to be okay. And the guy wants to hold my hand. And, but I think it's that report I told you about. He wants to hold my hand. Just come on, hold my hand. Tell me I'm going to be okay. I'm like, I think you'll be okay. Just hang on.
And Ray, I could see him talking to Orlando on the gurney, saying something to Orlando, because I realized he wasn't dead because when I went and checked on him and we called paramedics, he was alive, but they tried to do something at the scene and then they put him on the gurney and Ray talking to him.
We're talking and the paramedics are looking at me all crazy and shit. So I'm telling them, and I been down and start telling him, man, look, I tell him straight up, just in case you're not going to be okay, I don't think you want to go to God with this on your conscience.
That's crazy.
You want to tell me about Tupac? Whatever happened up there in Vegas? He looked me in the eye and he don't take me serious because I don't think he he's going to die. So he don't take me serious. And I tell him again, like, I don't think you want to go to, and Eddie's sitting there looking at me all crazy, like, oh, fuck you doing, man? It's like, I don't think you want to tell this. I don't think you want to go to God with this on your conscience.
Damn.
I'm not priest or anything, but I do believe in God. I don't know if I want to go with something like this on my conscience. Anything you want to tell me about shooting Tupac? Did you really kill that guy? I mean, this was really a prominent guy, a rapper, and I think he had some great things going for the black community. Wow. Did you really kill this guy?
That's crazy.
Oh, fuck you, Cameo. I want to talk about you. Are you telling me I'm going to be okay? Pretty much what he's saying. I want to talk about me, not Tupac.
But he asked him, did you kill Tupac? And he said, fuck you, Cameo. Which would have been beautiful if he could have got that out, because it would have probably held up, to do that.
He asked him straight out, hey, did you kill Tupac, whatever, right? He just looked right at him and basically said, fuck you. And he died right there. So
the last thing he said was crazy. Fuck you, basically like that. Not in a disrespectful way. It was just the way he and I talked. But I didn't take it disrespectful. I just knew he wasn't going to tell me anything about that because in his mind, what if I live?
Right.
And I really...
You just confessed.
Yes. So he can't tell me that. And so he's still holding my hand when they put him on the gurney to take him to the hospital.
It's crazy.
So I walk him to the gurney. I'm like, man, I don't know. I'll come up and see you later. But he was gone by the time I had a chance to get there because we had to take the row. Eddie had to store the car and take the row to book the row for the other two murders.
So we end up getting the full story about what happened. And I guess Orlando was up at Mom's Burgers, which is across the street from the car wash. And I guess he was up there and he'd been drinking because his auntie died, I believe.
Right, his great-grandmother.
Grandmother, yeah. Somebody died. He was up all night drinking, and so he was going to go over to Mom's Burger. And then
everybody in Compton, from drug dealers, thugs, gangsters, judges, lawyers, doctors, cops, everybody visit Mom's Burger. That place was famous. That burgers was awesome.
And that's when he saw the Corner Pocket Crips sitting in the car over there, which is Michael Stone, his nephew, Jerry Stone, and Daniel Smith. They were sitting in the car, and these guys from Corner Pockets were some major players. And they had purchased some dope from the Southside Crips to DeAndre Smith and Orlando Anderson, and they didn't pay him for it. So he sees him, he's at the burger place, he sees him and he goes up and he picks up his best friend, Michael Duro, drives back to the neighborhood, then they drive back to Mom's Burger. Now they want to go confront him. So they drive up in the car wash and they both start getting out of the car. Michael Stone's a big dude, he's big guy, right? And so he starts to get out of the car. Orlando pulls a 9mm out, he starts shooting at Michael. Well, he's got a gun too. So he starts shooting back, right? And Orlando gets hit in the car, and he falls in the car, and Michael Duro picks up the gun and starts firing back at him, right? So they're having a gun battle go back and forth right back there. So Michael Stone gets hit, Jerry Stone gets hit, Orlando gets hit, and that's when they took off, and he crashed down the street with Reggie. Reggie found Orlando and Michael Duro. And so we had a triple homicide, basically.
God, so we get the rope down to our officer, interview him about the murders, and I give him this way out, but he won't take it. I'm like, hey, look, man, I'm gonna give you a way out. I'm gonna be better than your lawyer today. No lawyer gonna give you what I'm gonna give you. Hey man, there's two dead guys out there at the car wash.
Yep.
There's a dead guy on his way to the hospital. It's your homie.
Yep.
Oh, he's not dead. Like I said, it's a dead guy on the way to the hospital. Well, he's not going to die. Oh, well. But I'm going to give you a way out.
Listen to this.
2 dead guys, 1 dead guy, 3 dead guys. Somebody got to pay for that shit. 1 live guy. Guess who's going to pay for that shit? You.
Damn.
So,
God damn.
In my
What's
book,
this?
3 murders equal capital punishment.
Wow.
Unless you want to give up your life. I don't know. But I'm going to give you a way out of all this shit. Orlando, my homie, come to get me because those guys over there owe him money or whatever. They get in a shootout, and I'm telling Orlando, stop. Don't do this dumbass shit. He do it anyway. Next thing I know, you guys drive up behind the car, and he's down there dying. And I don't want no parts of this shit. Walk the fuck out of here tonight. Maybe not tonight, but you can walk out here eventually. No, I can't do that, homie. That's my homie.
Wow.
Okay? His homie died. And I'm telling him, either you take this now or you never get this chance again. If you don't take it tonight, because once you do realize he's dead, no one's going to believe you anymore. But now if you tell me now, I can put it on paper and I can present this to the DA.
Right.
Maybe it goes someplace, maybe it won't. But you got your story out there. Don't wait till it's too late. But he waited. He didn't want no parts of that deal. And I can understand why. And I told him, I respect you for that. But you defended the dead man.
Because he was afraid if Orlando makes it, now he snitched on his best friend, basically.
Yes, not only him, but the whole neighborhood.
Right.
Now, that what you just said too, plus the respect of the neighborhood. How could you do that to your homie? His memory. But then, fuck your memory. Excuse my language. You want me to do life in prison or sit on death row for this shit? No, man, I can't do that. He's dead. And honestly, it wasn't a lie. Orlando did shoot those guys. So it wasn't a lie. Orlando just, I just got caught in the middle. But he played homie, he defended his homie to the end.
Right.
And I respect him for that because like you said, they grew up together.
Yeah.
But then me, personally, my partner Eddie, who's dead, me going to prison, friends like, Eddie, I love you, but I got to go home with my kids.
Right. I'm still here. So.
God damn.
Yeah, and Duro got 3 life sentences. He'll never get out.
And I told him that night, I told him. But he didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I told him there's 3 dead bodies and somebody got to pay for that. And even though your homie's going to die, you got to pay for that one too. Because that's in the commission of another murder. But I'm being better than your lawyer can ever be for you because he can't be here tonight.
Yeah, I'm offering you a deal he'll never be able to get you.
Exactly. And if he was here, I'm sure he'll tell you idiot.
Right.
This dude's nuts.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. He said
What was your experience during the LA riots?
Bro, this guy, the shit that this dude's seen, bro.
Wow.
Like that's like old school, like to think that he's retired now, like in the middle, like he was living a movie, man.
Yep.
You know?
Oh yeah. He probably had so much fun being a cop back then.
He said
I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
he said to
he
the dude,
loved it.
listen. Yeah, he said, listen, man. You say right now you had nothing to do with it. You rolled out. Your boy did the shooting, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know. He pulled the gun. He started shooting. I had nothing to do with it. He's beefing with him. I don't know. I'll put it on paper nah, man, I can't do that. Dude got 3 life sentences. Would you believe that? That shit is crazy. Long gamers, what up?
Gamers, it is time to match the energy. Let's feel the energy.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Match the energy. Turbulence in the chat keeps the flame. We are all we got. The pivot is magical. One's up.
Stronger than ever.
J.F.K. in the mix.
All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check, cause though they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me, cries when she leaves me, and every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, bust it. Baby got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. Your ass wide don't matter. My pockets got fatter. Now everybody's looking for the ladder. And ain't no need in being greedy. If you wanna see me, try to keep a number, baby, when you need it. And I'll be there in a jiffy. Don't be picky, just be happy with this quickie. But when you learn, you can't time it down, baby doll. Check it out. I get around. What you mean you don't know? Check it go. I get around. The underground just don't stop for hoes. I get around. Still down with the underground clowns. Around they go. I get around. Yeah. Hey yo, shot. Let them hoes know.
Now you can tell from my everyday fits, I ain't rich, so cease and desist with them tricks. I'm just another black man caught up in the mix, trying Trying to make $1 out of 15
A
cents.
dime and a nickel.
Just cause I'm a freak don't mean that we can hit the sheets. Baby, I can see that you don't recognize me. I'm Shock G, the one who put the satin on your panties. Never knew a hooker that could share me. I get
What's up, love? How you doing?
All right.
Well, I've been hanging, singing, trying to do my thing. Oh, you heard that I was banging? Your homegirl you went to school with, that's cool. But did she tell you about her sister and your cousin? Thought I wasn't. See, weekends was made for Michelob, but it's a Monday, my day. So just let me hit it, yo. And don't mistake my statement for a clown. We can keep it on the down low, long as you know that I get around.
Too popular now, don't stop for hoes. I get around. Round and round they go. Why ain't calling? Please. Fingertips on the hips as I dip. Gotta get a tight grip, don't slip. Loose lips ain't ships, it's a trip. I love the way she licks her lips. See me jocking, put a little twist in her hips. Cause I'm watching conversations on the phone.
Crazy, bro. Crazy times that dude was living in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
So we seen that what's his name? Whifferman, what's his name? Get on the stand? Whiffen, yeah. He gets on the stand. What you think about his testimony, Jay, bro?
Bro, I think he's a clown, and all I think he's doing is trying to just promote his product. But I don't know, like what he says, dude. I don't like. I'm no rocket scientist, but first of all, when you're driving up a hill and you're walking up steps, it ain't the same tracking. Because I have a watch, even though it's not an Apple, it's Galaxy. If I don't climb stairs, it doesn't say I climb stairs, and I drive hills all day long. So there's no way that is even possible. So I think that dude's full of crap, in my opinion.
You know, and what makes me think that shit's off is like, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've taken bike rides with my kids in the woods, and my phone instantly goes to riding a bike. If I'm driving in a car, instantly goes, you're mobile.
And it only tracks if you're wearing it. You can't hold your phone, your watch, and think it's gonna track. It's not going to.
Exactly.
You have to literally wear it on your wrist in order for it to track.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's crazy how I'll tell you, it's crazy. I mean, I got a buddy of mine, his phone and watch know if he's in his truck or on his motorcycle, walking on a pedal bike. I mean, I don't know. I just, like I said, the technology today is so far advanced that, it's hard to believe that someone can, try to peel back those layers and debunk the way something's supposed to perform,
It's crazy. What did you think about him, J.F.K? Was he going to do something?
I didn't get a chance to watch that testimony or anything that he had to say.
Bro, he literally stuck to his guns talking about you can go up a hill and they'll track as steps, like he did in the Karen Reed trial. He literally stuck to his guns.
Oh, so you mean in any kind of elevation, even if you?
Yeah, because they asked him about the steps, climbing steps and stuff, and he said, "Yeah, it absolutely. If you go up a hill, it's pretty much what's that word? Equivalent to going up a hill."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he couldn't say, but the lawyer couldn't say anything because it's Jen McCabe's lawyer.
Right. He couldn't press him.
Couldn't press him.
Because then if he makes him look bad, he's going to make Jen McCabe look bad.
So he let it go. How fucked up is that? My internet things.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy how they'd put him on. No, that would be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it be? somewhere along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
horrible.
So what you're saying is that the lawyer that was asking these questions is also Jen McCabe's lawyer?
Kevin Reddington is Jen McCabe's lawyer, as well as Lindsey
So he
Clinton.
couldn't. Yeah, so he couldn't press him. So he had to stay up. He had to stay on topic.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
He had to stay in the white area. He couldn't go to the gray area. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be a conflict. That would definitely raise some attention, you know, as a conflict of interest. But I mean, Kevin Reddington, he's a very professional dude when it comes to that shit. So, I'm sure that
he let that dude off the hook. What do you mean, man?
I'm just saying, I'm sure that if he could have drilled or laid into him, he would have.
Yeah,
he should have, but he couldn't because he's Jen McCabe's
I
lawyer.
just said if he could.
Yeah, but
hold on a minute. The clerk is acting up. Calm down, clerk.
Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around. Stronger than ever. Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check.
I walked outside.
Oh shit. We in the hood? Or the hood is in here?
Absolutely. Sticky fingers, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Let's make the go. Guess we are the hood boogers.
Scratch that. Maybe it's because we too good looking.
They can get up.
Turbulence in the R.I.P. Tupac. Go ahead, Kev. What were you saying, Mr. Clerk?
No, I was just saying, like, if he could have followed through with it, he would have. I'm sure he would have.
I think that's just the wrong way you're saying it. Like, if he could have, he could have. He just chose not to.
Yeah,
I think that's the better way of saying it.
I understand what they're saying. I mean, he chose not to. I was just saying he's a very professional dude when it comes to this kind of shit. And if he could have pressed him harder, he would have, But unfortunately,
what's the reason why he didn't,
that because of
Mr. Clerk, sir?
Well, if he was that professional, he wouldn't let that stop him from doing his job representing a woman that he's representing right now.
What I mean is that he understands that he is representing two people, so he's not going to step over those.
But you got to separate the two. Being professional, you have to separate the two.
That's a good point too, though.
That's
a good point, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Clerk got a good point too, sir.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I said he's being professional in the aspect of he knows that he's representing these two clients and that he can't overstep certain boundaries. I mean, he had to keep it at a certain level.
And here, and I'll let me throw some shit in the mix. Whenever else, is that the right way to say it? Whenever else are we ever going to get this guy Ian Whiffen on the stand, kind of with the exact same format about an Apple Watch walking up and down stairs, right? To kind of get a second shot, well, should I say a third shot at him, to kind of like go against his theory. Because if you catch him up the third time around, that helps tremendously with John O'Keefe. Now, if Lindsay killed the babies, if Lindsay killed the babies, disclaimer, right? First off the bat, word on the street is 1,000% she killed the babies, but that's not changing anything. But having that guy head to head like that, and to your point, Kev, a professional dude that knows how to eat these dudes up because he's doing a tremendous job. A
he
tremendous
is.
job. But when it came to him, he backpedaled, right, Jay Bro? And he could have went in on him. And if he would have caught him up on some shit, that potentially could have helped the case of Karen Reed and obviously John O'Keefe. So I don't know. Because when else are you ever going to have that situation again?
When it comes down to it, a professional is going to split their clients. You know, he's representing Lindsay. He's not representing Jen McCabe right now. So he has to make that decision. If he's going to be professional, he has to represent his client that he's representing right now. And if he wants to find her not guilty, he got to do what he got to do. But he slacked on Ian Whiffen today, bro. I wasn't happy with that.
What up, Pepper? Long time no see. What's happening, girl? Please pass the Pepper. I haven't seen her for a minute up in there. Jay Brill knows.
It's true, though. Put yourself in that situation. If, like, you know, if you have a lawyer representing you and then they're representing someone in that similar situation, it's going to be like, dude, you're wrong for not, you know, that's your conflict. That's not my conflict. You got to represent me.
I think that was a. Now you worked at the auction a lot, right, sir? Towing cars, like picking up people's cars that they buy.
Yeah.
And when there's a good car for a good price, and people don't bid on it, what do they call that, sir?
Losing out.
That's a good one. But it's called in the auction language
a lemon.
No, a lemon is a junk car.
It's called missed opportunity, right?
There you go.
And that right there is exactly what it was. It was a missed opportunity. You got the dude right there, and it seemed like he was shaking a little bit. He didn't want to answer them questions because he knows where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't the first time he's been on national TV asking the same. I mean, getting asked the same questions that he's been asked before. And now you kind of got him doubling down on it. So if anything, you helped Jen McCabe and did a disservice to Lindsay. If that's the case. If that's the case. If it turns out to be the case, I don't know. And then it goes to show you this. Here's another point for you, Jay Bro. How much does he know about the Lindsay Clancy case? And does that give you indication by him backpedaling with this guy? Does that give you clear indication now somebody like yourself, sir, who your eyes are scanning in different directions, should I say, saying it politely. Does that give you indication now he knows exactly what happened? Because that's the reason why he backed up, because he knows Lindsay did it. It's not like, because if he really thought Lindsay didn't do it, do you not think he would have went in at Ian? Is that a good point? Does that make sense?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that, and that makes a lot of sense. Like, if he knows the real issue, but he also knows that if he presses that issue, it's gonna screw Jen McCabe's case.
But that's my point. My point is, if he thinks in his mind along the lines of you, because everybody's calling this dude the what do they call him? Ellie Woods. They're calling him the guy at the end who breaks it all down and says, "It was you, sir, that did this crime." He like solves the crime at the end of the movie. Is that what she did? Right? She did something like that at the end of the movie. Am I correct? Someone tell me my cinema is a little off.
I don't know if I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it either. I think someone told me, and I'm just saying it.
God damn.
But honestly,
I'm telling you, that's what someone told me. They're calling him. It's in a Reddit. I read it in a Reddit thing. They calling him the Ellie Woods. I guess at the end of the movie, Reese Witherspoon, who I liked in the movie. Anybody see the movie that she did, Freeway? That was a good fucking movie. Freeway was a good movie. Who remembers Freeway with Reese Witherspoon when she was young? Yeah. So anyway, at the end of the movie, she's this lawyer, and she turns around and she says, "It was you, sir. It was you." You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think that's what we're seeing, right? But he didn't go in that direction. So, and that's my point. Here's the thing. I don't think you got the question. So, is that indication, sir?
That he knows what really happened.
Yes, sir. Get the paper,
You see?
Write that down.
Yeah, we got it, sir. Yep.
Jay, bro, that's a hell of a point, Jay, bro. Jay, bro,
great.
Sir.
Yeah, great point. Let's fucking highlight it. We're gonna highlight.
It is a great point, and it does make you wonder. But listen, I was listening to 94.5. I mean,
hold on.
this morning.
Hold on. That's too many.
96.9.
Hey, that's too many listens. Slow down. Let me get them all down. Listen.
So you can't hold on. Chapter, wait a minute. Chapter 570 of the Radio P Now Gold.
Yeah.
You cannot mix. Yes, she article cannot mix jam at 94.5, sir, with 94.5, sir.
Yeah.
Noted, sir. You got that mixed
So,
up. Sir.
One of the radio stations I listened to this morning, because they said like they were having like a conversation like we're having right now.
Yes, sir.
And Romero sounded like me talking with you the other day, and I don't know her name. What's her name? The other one that's on there? Well, whatever her name is,
Pebbles?
said that 70% of her listeners or something like that
believe that she's not
guilty and think that it was him. So, with that being said, I like to follow facts. And the math is not mathing, bro. And what really got me thinking, honestly, is that there was crushed up pills. So obviously he drugged her. Well, allegedly drugged her. And I think, honestly, like, she was so high on those drugs that
all right, so we're back
she
here again.
believed what they told her.
That kind of sounds like this case sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it?
It does sound very familiar, and that's why I'm just bringing facts. I'm not making a judgment.
But
I'm
how
not
is this?
making an
But how?
opinion.
But wait a minute. So wait a minute. Is that facts though? What you're saying?
It is facts.
Can you explain the facts of how that's facts though, sir? I'm kind of confused on the facts. So let's make sure them are the facts though. And I'm not saying they're not facts.
Well,
So
no.
how
There
they're
was
facts?
crushed up. They did find crushed up pills. I'm not saying that he told her and she believed it is a fact, but I'm saying, speaking from experience, knowing people that get messed up like that when I was young and don't remember the next day, like, you know it, even if someone gets blacked out drunk.
So this is
You know
coming
what
from your experience. Your experience is facts. You're saying.
Right. Watching people take Xanax and shit like that and
Yeah,
run
you break
amok
out in
and
hand-
not even remember nothing the next day.
Break
Until
out in
people are
handcuffs.
like, oh, you did this. And then they're like, oh, did I? No, I didn't. Yeah, you did this. So
I remember one of my friends used to tell me, he used to be so, we call it beaned out. We call them beans
Yeah.
where we're from. He used to be so beaned out. He used to look at me and be like, dude, was I wearing this yesterday? He used to always ask me if he was wearing the same clothes, straight.
and that's where I'm getting at, is that no one ever heard Lindsay actually say she did it until the civil trial. She wrote it out in her thing. But after being told so long she did it, you know, like, yeah, she had the thoughts before then, and that would, you know, is what makes her think that she could have did it. But they told her she did it. And that's why
But what about when her friend
she
was,
said
what
she did
about what? So, sir, what about her friend that was on the stand today talking about, now keep in mind, you're a nurse, right? And you're working in labor and delivery. So you know about postpartum. You know the signs, you know everything about it. A friend of mine gave me this take, and I told Kevy Kev this the other day, and Kevy Kev agreed with this. Could it just be that this is still shitting on Patrick, and I shouldn't even be, because there's no evidence at all, ladies and gentlemen. This is a disclaimer, and you know what? I got to make it official, please, because we have to do this, because it's not right. It's not fair, but let's throw him up. Disclaimer. I need to see red in the chat.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he did it, because obviously she did admit to it.
We're talking about it. We'll get to that, Jay, bro. I got you. There is disclaimer emojis, ladies and gentlemen. There's 3 of us throwing up the disclaimers. Throw them emojis up if you're members, and if you're not a member, go ahead and gift some so they can get them emojis.
Let's go, people.
You. All right, so let's just say, right, and let's just say that he was beating on her, right? And she knew about it. There's the motive right there to kill your kids, right? Right? Do you agree with me? Yes or no?
For her to kill him?
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily. He had
Okay,
he would have more motive because if she left him, then he would be paying child support and alimony and for a house and everything else.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Not necessarily. Let's just say she knew that he was out there running amok and he was about to leave or whatever. And she thought maybe he was going to bounce or whatever. And she did that, right?
It
And
could be a motive.
And she's a stone cold killer.
And use that postpartum as a.
Well, no, but he's just as corrupt because he's not saying it. He's not saying that, listen, I was cheating. She threatened me. I was cheating on her. That's why she did it. Put that lady in fucking jail. Instead, he's simping for her, feeling for her, and he's letting her get away with it and using that as an excuse. So are they both fucked up? And is that what you're seeing? Is that what you're seeing? Hold on, cuz. Is that what you're seeing? Are you seeing somebody? And like I said, this is a wild take, ladies and gentlemen. People got the most craziest take. I have respect for the 3 kids. I'm just saying, I'm trying to get an understanding on why people are going in this direction because that's it. And this is just.
And those are the things. That's how you'd have to think about this shit.
Well, this is how fucking crazy the world is. We just listened to a detective out of Compton explain he was holding the hand of a 24-year-old kid who shot Tupac and this and that. And Vegas didn't care, and he's holding his hand. He's telling the other kid, "Listen, I'm going to get you the best deal in the world right now." The dude ended up with 3 life sentences. I mean, this is a dirty, raunchy fucking world we live in. Mm-hmm. So to have these crazy thoughts, listen, it's just the reality, man. So. It just is what it is, man. Welcome to the Terror Dome.
I'm going to tell you what I told my girl today. Bro, thoughts just don't come in my head just because I want to think of them. Thoughts come into your head because of things that,
Say that shit one more time.
Thoughts just don't come into your head because you want to think about them when it comes to this stuff. Facts bring thoughts to your head, That's why I'm such a
I get around.
I look at all the facts.
Still clown with the underground when we come around.
Hey, I brought out a lot of facts. So
stronger than ever.
Maybe I should go to class too. Better.
What facts are you bringing? You keep saying the word facts. You're bringing out facts on experience. You're not bringing facts on the case. But
I did bring out facts. Everything I've told you was in the trial.
Yeah, but how is it a fact that it's pointing to him? How are you still getting this guy? Why can't you just look at it? What I just said, could that not be a fact?
It could be a fact. It definitely could be a fact.
But it's not though. So just like you're saying. Okay, let's look at the facts.
But I'm not saying he did it.
But what are you saying? You are saying it. You are.
The facts in this case, hold on, hear me out. The facts in this case, like for instance, the DNA situation on the bands and the knife, the time that he went into, we just watched it yesterday on the trial. He said what time he went into the CVS. And he's like, what time did I go into CVS again? Like, you just said it 2 minutes ago. And now you're asking the DA what time you went in again so you can fix your timeline. Like, it's just all those things.
Is that
it's just,
fact? Wait a minute.
If you had nothing to hide, you would remember. You played it last night.
Yeah, but that's a straight speculation saying if he had nothing to hide, he would remember. Maybe he just don't remember, sir.
I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, if I see that he remembered little details that he probably.
So Jen, I take it that. So Jen, I take it. Jen, I take it. See, Jen, that's a low key disrespectful remark to me. You don't think I know Jay Brill's his own man? So what do you want to talk about? You want me to agree with Jay Brill? Is that what you want JFK to do? You want me to throw up? I'm trying to understand. See, this is what I don't get for people, and like, this is what I do. I ask questions and we debate. Right. That's what makes it great. So Jen, it's cool. You want me just to go with the algorithm, right? Is that what you want, Jen? You just want a corny show. There's plenty of corny shows. There's probably a corny show on right now, a bland show. You like nasty potatoes, don't you? That's what you like. You like bland potatoes. You make Kraft macaroni and cheese. You're still making chicken cutlets, huh? Nasty chicken cutlet with nasty bread and shit. Probably drinking whole milk. Is that what you eat? Like, I'm trying to understand who you are, Jen. You want a bland conversation. I'm entertaining you. And you're coming, Brill's his own man. Like, what's that mean? No shit, he's his own man. Like, say it with your chest. That's a nice dog, by the way. Beautiful. Immaculate.
Yeah, go with Jay Brill. Yeah, go with Jay Brill. Yeah.
Your dog just took a shit. Go wipe that up, will you? God damn.
No, what were you saying?
What's that?
What were you saying before we were interrupted?
I'm saying when we say facts, right? The facts could be for JFK being himself. Thank you so much. Well, I'm saying this. How can we thank you so much, Lizzie? Now, I'm saying that it's very like you, regardless of everything you're saying, the fact of the matter is you're saying that this man potentially took bands, wrapped them around his kid's throat, tied him up. Because I mess with them bands. I'm in the gym with them bands, man. I tie them up all the time. That's what they do. You could tie him up to this, tie him up to that, and you could do rotator cuff exercises. And you could stretch them all the way out so that you get more resistance.
Right.
Right? So if you wrap them around someone's neck and you put a bow, man, that shit, you're done. You ain't getting that. It's like a balloon, man. It's like, it's stuck, man. And if you're a little kid, you ain't getting that off. So you think this guy did that, like potentially did that. That's what you see when you see him?
I don't. I don't see that.
So why are you saying all
the
this?
inconsistencies in the case is why I'm even questioning it.
So what are you saying, though? That's what I'm trying to understand. If you don't see him doing that, why are you saying the inconsistencies? Then what else could it be then? Either she did it or he did it, right? I'm just trying to understand. I mean that with all due respect, because I know you got a lot of fans in here that think you're fucking Magnum PI and you're cracking the case. But the fact of the matter is, right, is that the guy had whiffing on the stand today, backpedaled off him, and didn't drill him when he could have drilled him if there was any type of
right. And I found that real weird today too.
So that could be an indication that he already knows that his client did something, and as well as he knows his client did this, he doesn't want to ruin his other client's foundation. That's an indication. Now that right there happened. We've seen it in real time, right? So that's lawyer shit, right? Another thing is, there's another woman named Scapicchio that had her hands in this case for what, 3 years? Yeah. And she has yet to come out and say corruption. She has yet to come out and say this case is corrupted. This case, they're putting it on this poor girl. This is a woman who that's all she does is put people to the fire, to the cross. That's what this woman, he has yet to claim that. So where is these, what are we saying? I'm just trying to understand. Why are we saying this? Are we saying that this guy potentially could have done this? Is that what you're saying or no? Go ahead, brother. I'll let you run it. Sorry.
I'm just, I want to choose my words wisely because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to get people mad at me. You know, I don't want to cause any ruckus with anything. So I have to choose my words very carefully.
What's your honest opinion? Your honest opinion.
I'm mixed. I'm confused. I don't know what I think. Like I told you the other day, I would not watch this trial because I thought she did it, and I don't feel like I should be watching something that we already know who did what to these poor innocent kids that I didn't want to watch. I have grandkids. Like, that shit hurts. Just hearing that stuff really hurts. because anybody can do that. Any person can snap at any time and do that. Like it's life. It happens. It's happened several 100,000 times in this world. You know, mother or father. You know, there's guys that do murder-suicide because their wife wants to leave them. There's women that do murder-suicide because some situation, like it happens. And my thing is this, okay? And it comes down to, like I said, I didn't want to watch it because of the fact that I knew she did it. I thought she did it. But then I hear all these inconsistencies, and you know me, I want to dig in and I want to figure stuff out. And I'm like, damn, you know, there is a possibility that could have been him with what I'm hearing. But then I hear the lawyer saying that she did it, and, you know, it's like, damn, now I'm like, I don't want to say
now, someone told me
did
today,
it and then
someone
be
told me
wrong.
today,
And
so someone help me out here, right? Someone told me today, do we still got Nan in the chat?
I haven't seen her in a little bit, so I don't know.
All right, so I talked to one of my legal beagle friends today, right? He said to me, the reason why, to your point, Jay Brill, right? The reason why she admitted it, because if she doesn't admit it, I forget how they worded it, right? So I don't want. That's why I'm. Oh, Nan's here. There, word up. What up, Nan? Thank you. Thank the Lord. Call on Nan and she pops up. So someone told me
might be what me and Jay Bro were talking the other day about. I had a.
Can you let me finish, sir, Mr. Clerk? This is an important point, sir. Thank you, sir. So, no, it's okay, sir.
I'm just
right.
I'm
You can't take a 15-minute break, sir, and come in and think you're running shit, sir.
Sorry, man. I had to put the guard dog away. God damn, Kevin Kev. Motherfucker just almost
So
went
here's
through
my
the fence.
point. I passed the mic right back. But someone told me, Nan, that the reason why she admitted to it is because later on, if she gets found not guilty, she can pull that back in the civil trial. Now, if she doesn't admit to it, right, then she can't pull it back in the civil trial. Like, is it like something along them lines, Nan? Like, am I wrong of what I'm saying here? I know that probably makes zero sense, but can you help me out? Like, I'm in the holding cell right now, Nan. And my bill's 5,000. Can we get it down to 500 so I can get the fuck out of here?
So, what about a PR?
So me
PRs are better.
Oh shit! Basically, she's saying that she did it because in the civil trial, if she gets found not guilty, she could say, "See, I'm not guilty," and she can withdraw that. But if she's saying she didn't do it and then she gets found not guilty, then that's still on record or something like that. I forget. Like, she can't take it back if she says she's not guilty, so she has to. No, that's not true. Okay, thank you.
So
totally fucked. Thank you.
So
can you do me a favor and call my grandmother?
Yeah.
All right, because I'm going to be in here for a while. Thank you.
Yep, 5,000. Yeah,
5,000 cash.
So I, I'm at work, and one of the guys at work, his wife's a lawyer, and he asked her. He's all over this case, and he asked her, hey, and she just stated that, what's going to end up happening is, and now I'm lost on this word. Jay Brill might be able to help me out, but begins with the letter B. It's in Latin. It has a meaning.
Bias?
No, it has a meaning. A meaning it ends at the end of it all. It becomes like split. There's another. It opens up something else. It opens up another avenue, which they believe that, Mr. Reddington, he's probably going to go that route. And there's a process to set that up.
Bifurcation.
Yes. Bifurcation. Nan, you out there, Nan? I'm gonna drop that down.
It says it's a legal term that means to split or divide a case or trial into two separate parts, such as separating liabilities from damages or dividing divorce decree from property or custody issues.
Yeah. Nan's in the chat. She's breaking it down.
Yeah, but there it is. There's the big word right there. She highlighted all caps. I'm going to do it all caps too, Nan. I'm going to jot that down right now.
Yeah, write
all
that down,
caps.
sir. Do you need a docket number for that,
Yeah,
sir?
let's get a number for that.
Yeah, that's a criminal complaint 54373. And that's attorney Nan Gallagher. She's out of New Jersey, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, okay.
Noted. Highlighted.
All
I
right,
highlighted
sir.
that in pink, Nan.
All right, sir. Okay, sir. Just hold on a second, sir. All right, sir.
Thanks. All right. Yeah. Noted.
Why do everyone want to debate me?
I'm not, dude. This is not debating you.
No.
This is
Someone said in the chat they should have Nan come up and debate J Bro.
No, but see, here's the thing, right? This is not about debate. And this, see, Jay Brill is on the lines of a lot of people, and I'm trying to understand how. I think it's, to me, it's the mindset how we can take it all the way to there, right? Do we see something in this guy? Is this guy got an evil thing? Like, how can you just say that about this guy? Like, if he was anybody else, would you say that?
With all due respect, you
or
can't
is he the guy?
see that in somebody.
I mean, it seems like that's the case, though. Because how? I mean, how can you say that? I mean, people are saying these things about. So I'm saying, if he was anybody else and he did the same moves, would people believe it, or is he fit the guy? Is he fit the crime? This guy.
Listen, no matter if it was you and I listened to the trial and I heard what I heard, I'm gonna be like, dude, did you do it? No matter who it is, I'm just looking and listening to the trial. That's where I'm getting my information. Like I said, I'm not watching these little YouTube. I mean, Facebook
come on,
clips.
bro, stop it.
I'm really not.
Bro,
I watch
1,000
YouTube all day long. I watch the
If you were the
trial.
only, I hear you, but I feel like you're standing on that, and I don't know if I believe that. I'm sorry. Can we get a criminal complaint for lying, saying
You
he's
wanna
not
take
in
a
chats
volley?
and stuff?
I'll take a
No,
volley.
I don't think no, sir. I just
CC.
that's
gonna stop-
based on your activity in chat, sir. I find it very hard to believe, sir, you don't check out certain other people who are talking about this case. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to listen or see a reel or see someone say something, and if it lines up? You're telling me you don't look at anything, you just stumbled upon this? I think that's what happened. If you just told me you were listening to 96.9, you were listening to the guy.
I said this morning on 96.9.
Yeah.
He
So you're
said
listening to a
that-
guy. Now, if there was no guy, if there was no people saying this, Jay, bro, right?
But
Would
he's
this
saying
be-
everything I told you after I told you.
Yeah, but there's so many people saying this. You know how many people say, you're not the only one who told me this, Jay, but I hate to break the
I
news
know
to you,
this.
sir. There's so many
Everybody's
people telling
saying
me
the
this.
same
Yeah.
facts because it came out in trial. That's where I got everything.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, right, it came out in trial, right, that she was just all messed up on pills, and we all can agree, everybody knows how we're all going with the postpartum psychosis. She was in it, he knew it, and he set this all up. But what if he's lying to everybody and she wasn't in postpartum like that, and she killed these kids because she was jealous, because she was jealous of him,
pissed off
because he was moving around. So you're overlooking the fact that she could be a stone cold murderer.
I'm not, because I still think she could have did it. I
But do
told
you
you
think
I'm
that? Wait a
confused
minute, wait a
right
minute.
now. I'm mixed
Okay,
up.
but
like,
okay, do you hold on? There's another part to this case. Do you think she's a stone cold murderer, doing it on purpose? Because got to keep in mind, we got to go with the facts, Jay, bro. He picked up the phone. She got on the phone with him, and she said everything's okay. Some people say in a psychosis, you could still answer questions.
And that's what they were trying to debunk today, that they're trying to say that he had the phone. He made the calls and texts in the courthouse on trial.
Can we get a docket number, sir? All right, sir.
You guys
Yeah,
are going to lock me up by the end of the night, huh?
That's confidential, sir. It's confidential, sir. Get a docket number.
You
for
going
that,
to seal
sir.
the indictment?
Yeah, your
What I'm
bill's
saying
your
is,
bill's being reviewed.
if she was the one, who called, and when he called her, and she picked up, and she said, "Yeah, still grab the Marilax," is it possible that she still could have been in that psychosis, like still in the middle of doing that, and still in a psychosis? Like, yeah, everything's cool. Do you believe that? Now, if that's the case, if it comes out, say you had a one-on-one interview with her, right? And she told you, yeah, when I called him, I was in a psychosis. Do you believe that someone can be in a psychosis and answer questions, say, come home after doing something that deadly? killing your kids, or do you believe that she wasn't in a psychosis and she just murdered her kids? What's your take on that? Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but what I believe is,
That's a question, sir.
If it's true that you see, because hold on, let me think.
Yeah, that's when my dog almost ran out of the fucking yard earlier, bro. You said something about when you were telling your girl your thoughts come to your brain first and shit. Dog took off, bro. You feel like I almost went out
I
the
said
fucking
the
fence.
thoughts. I said the thoughts don't just come into my head. I see stuff and then think the way I think.
Yeah, well, you scared the fuck out of my dog, bro.
So the answer to your question, how can you really tell if someone's in a psychotic state, though? That's what
I'm asking you your belief, bro. Your belief based on your experience.
Honestly, with everything I've heard and experiences, I think she could have been in a psychotic state. Yes,
and still make
and still make a fucking
and
so
still
yes.
answer the phone call. Yes.
And
all right, so if that okay, sorry, Kevin.
No, I mean I'm saying answer the phone call and have like a new set of directions. Like if they don't have the the regular Miralax, go with the generic brand. And be all calm and collective.
And go pick up the order. That doesn't sound like someone who's calculated. That sounds like someone in a psychosis to you.
Yeah, give me my message.
What's the definition of psycho?
Well, what's the definition of fucking killing your kids, my dude?
This is what
is there
I'm
a definition
saying.
of that? So why are we giving her a pass? How the fuck
I'm not
do you
giving
not
anybody
know?
a pass.
How do you
asked
not
me
know?
a question.
But I'm saying, like, why do we always go with the fact like we skip that part? I feel like that's a part that gets skipped. We'll go with either he did it because he knew she was in a psychosis and she was all whacked out. Well, what if, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he knows that she did it on purpose, right? And he's
because of him,
and he looks at it like, I don't want to see you do life in prison. She's already in a chair. The kids are already gone. She's fucked. And he's looking out for her. And that's what you're seeing. Why can't it be that? And if it is that, then it means that she wasn't in a psychosis. Why is it going to be like, no, she was 1,000% in a psychosis?
I'm not saying she was 1,000%. I'm just saying because.
All right, this is what I need you to do.
What do you call her crazy ex? What do you call her crazy ex? A psycho, right?
What I need you to do, sir, right? I need you to do this, sir. When this is over, I need you to replay it and watch what you're saying, because 1,000%, every single time we bring up the what if she did it, you're biased that no matter what, it couldn't be that. So it sounds like you're saying it couldn't be that.
Did it, she could have done it. I'm not saying she didn't do it. And I told you since the beginning, I didn't watch this case because I believed she did do it. And that's 100%. And before even knowing anything, I thought she did it intentionally. That's why I didn't watch it. And that's what I told you since the get-go. I didn't watch this case because I thought she killed her kids, and I don't think I need to watch something that's open and shut. And it's not so open and shut that I thought it was.
Well, my point is you keep seeing something in this guy, right? And you're saying it's the evidence. You keep seeing something in this guy. And maybe not you, but people keep seeing something in this guy that's shady. And when I'm saying, what if the shadiness is that he is letting her get away with murder?
So
it makes him just as bad as her because he's not saying nothing.
Right. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Sir, get that down, sir. Jay Brill just said that I've been trying to say, sir. I've been trying to tell you that, sir. Exactly, sir. That's my point, sir. And that's the reason why, sir, you don't think that she did it, sir, because you're seeing guilt in him too, sir. But now just erase that one little part, that postpartum. Now she's a murderer and he's letting her get away with it to run with that narrative. And there you have it. That's what you're seeing. Because I feel people see something in this guy. Well, maybe it's as simple as that.
I even thought about that too. I even thought about they had it planned. Like I've thought of both of them knew about it. Like similar just to what you just told me. He knew, he ain't saying nothing. So, it's both of them. if that's the case. But I
No,
don't
and
honestly.
okay, and how messed up is this comment right here? And I mean this with all due respect. It's not. She says, just to think it's difficult to believe a mom could do this. Okay,
Like
but we
I
can
said,
believe.
anybody
But we
could
can
do
believe.
this.
Hold on, but we could believe. Not you, bro. I'm going at the comment, sir. That's a comment,
Mhm.
sir. You want to answer
I'm
that, sir? Go
telling.
ahead, sir.
I was answering the comment.
Go ahead, sir.
Anybody
Shit.
could do this, not just
Yes,
a
sir.
mom, not just a dad, a brother, a sister. Anybody could do this. Anybody. Like,
I think can I jump in here for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, sir. I'm going to jump back here, sir.
I think part of the problem is like today you heard that they're saying that he's the one that was there was something up with the telephone, the texts, like he was texting her phone, or had what he had physical. He had her phone.
right, but they couldn't tell if it was from the watch or the phone because they had to go through the phone to get the data from the watch and all this mumbo jumbo. It's, so it's just, there's a lot, I don't know, there's a lot of unanswered questions, really.
So these unanswered questions, these are the type of questions that make us question it, and I think that's where a lot of this comes from, like, picking the side of, geez, did he really do this, or could he have done this? I think.
But just because I think could he have done this doesn't mean I don't think she did it.
But
I'm conflicted right now. Like, I'm in the middle. Like, I don't, like, I hear this side, I hear that side, and I'm just in the middle right now. Like,
so what really sucks about this, Jay, is that, and we go back to this, and I know this, I mean, it's we go back to it, but within the opening statements, we all as the people, we are under the impression that Mr. Reddington is defending her, but she also said she's taking accountability for doing this.
And that's why I'm like,
so the proof isn't, they're not trying to prove that she did this, because she already admitted
to it. I know that.
So what happens is that these facts that they're bringing up, and these certain little quirky things, they're not being deeply investigated, because I mean, she already admitted to it. It's not the finding of or she did this. She's saying she did it. So now it's just, why. The question is why, and they're trying to say that she did a murder suicide, but the suicide wasn't completed. She had other intentions because she didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it gets fucked up.
You're absolutely right, Kevy Kev, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Great job, man. Give it up to Kevy Kev 781. That's Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. Don't forget about Jason BM90 on the Cash App. Go ahead, Jason BM90 on the Cash App. Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. Message from the flight deck. Go ahead.
J.F.K. show off on the Cash App.
God,
go ahead.
J.F.K.
Let's light it up, people. Yeah, I think that is just crazy that, like, I mean, I'm trying to understand, like, me personally, the way I look at things, I look at it as how we could think that man did it, right? Does he fit the crime, right? Does he look like he could have done it? I'm telling you right now, based on when I see that man, I think that he potentially could look like a guy who did that for whatever reason. I don't know why. The way he came off in the trial, the touching his hair, moving, flickering of his eyes. He did a lot of things to make you say, whoa, because that's what we're taught, right? You move funny, you squirm in your seat. He was doing this in his seat. All these little things that you learn, like, you know what I mean? Like, to your point, Kevy Kev 781, I mean, to Jay Brill always says, hey, I watch all the all the Law and Orders and all these different shows. That's what they teach you, right? Like
I watch true crime, like the real stories that they investigate. I do watch Law and Order, but I'm usually watching the true crime where they investigate and break down the whole case for you and show you what they do in the investigation.
And he did these things. He did. He's flickering. He's moving funny. It makes you say, "What the heck?" Right? And to Kev's point, the reason why that's not being highlighted or even being pushed, because they know she did it.
It's because
right?
she already admitted to it.
Well, the thing is, the question is, she admitted to it, but I think more so based on what we've seen to him going at Jen McCabe, or should I say Jen McCabe's ally. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy that guy could flip this whole Karen Reed case right there. That guy. If that guy turned around and said, "I was wrong," that shit came 2:27 a.m. That happened. It's over, right? That's all that it took, right? He had a chance to go in on that guy. It was all eyes on him. He knew you don't think that dude Reddington knew that the cameras are on him? He's in the highest highlight. Is that the word I'm looking at? He's being lit up, right? He's on
spotlight.
Spotlight. That's what I'm looking for. He's in the biggest spotlight. He's on national TV, and he's got the guy from the Karen Reed case. This is another woman, and he's got this dude asking him the same exact question, and he backs off that. And the crazy part about it is, it's not like he doesn't know, because he's Jen McCabe's lawyer, so he knows exactly where he is, what position he's in, and he backpedaled off it. Is that because he sold Lindsay out, or is that because he knows Lindsay? Right? And that's a question right there. And I think that if you're into the Karen Reed case, and to your point though, Jay Brill, even if that is the case, shouldn't he fight regardless?
He should definitely fight. Like I said, that for the professionalism is representing the client he's representing to the fullest of his ability at that time. And I don't think he did at that. I won't say I don't think he did. Let me rephrase. I don't see why he just let Whiffen off the hook so easy.
Well, I mean, when you think about the cases, the two cases, Reddington would have to discredit this guy to prove him wrong.
And then it's going to hurt John McCabe.
And then in the other case, he has to show that this guy is highly credible, and that, what he's, the data that he provided and the theory that he laid out, is true facts, it's a total opposite, it's the yin and the yang. And I mean, you have to think here, is Kevin Reddington, is Kevin Reddington representing Jen McCabe to get justice for John O'Keefe? Or is he just defending Jen McCabe? You understand? I mean, I know that we want to see Ian Whiffen proven wrong, because we were dedicated to a totally another case that this guy was brought into.
Yeah.
That we think the facts were fugazi, and the way he represented himself was shit. But we were searching for something totally different. We were searching for justice for John O'Keefe. And no matter what we do now to discredit this guy, at the end, when he's needed this one more time in this other case, I don't think we're going to get the same justice.
Do we believe Ian Whiffen though? Do you believe this guy?
I didn't believe him in the first case in Karen Reed's trial. I never believed him. I don't know if I believe him now.
Yeah, I don't think I'd wear a sweater like him.
Those phones as well.
And then you've also done analysis on the data that you find in the extraction?
Yes, the primary point of the tool is to go into the data, decode it, provide it in a way which is easy to filter and search, but also additional tools that allow you to dig into the data and look at the raw information, the databases, the files, all of the raw information, which is what our tools initially decode.
And did you focus in on a particular time frame when looking at the data on the defendant's iPhone?
Primarily, I knew that the date of the incident was 24th of January 2023, so that was the main focus of my analysis. But some of the data I was aware could be from further afield than that, so I took a look of, I think it was around 3 weeks before that, so early January to late January.
Were you able to look at the health data on January 24th, 2023 that was in the defendant's phone extraction?
I was, yes.
And what is health data? And how does it show up on a phone?
The user of the phone would be able to access the health data via the health application, where the information is broken down to explain how many steps have been taken over a particular period of time, the approximate distance that was traveled, the number of stair flights that were climbed. That data is stored on the device itself in a database. So as a forensic examiner, I can take a look at that database in its raw form and understand exactly where that information is coming from and present it to the user of our forensic tools in a slightly more forensic-friendly method than the user of the application on the phone would see.
Showing you on the screen here, page 4 of your report. Looking here, we have a section here, heart rate data, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're able to see here, what can you tell them about the heart rate data from the extraction?
So heart rate data comes from wearing an Apple Watch or a similar device, not from the phone itself. In the case of this phone, there was an Apple Watch paired to the device, and all of the heart rate data, which is recorded periodically throughout the day, is stored within the health database.
And what was the name associated with the Apple Watch?
So as it says in the third paragraph down, the Apple Watch itself was called Lindsay's Apple Watch.
And here in the report, you're able to show the recorded heart rates throughout the day. How is the heart rate recorded and sent to the phone?
There are sensors on the Apple Watch itself on the rear, which periodically check the heart rate at any given time, and that information is sent to the phone via Bluetooth.
And are you aware of how often an iWatch will record the data and report it to an iPhone?
The actual cadence at which the watch is checking would depend on what the user is doing. So if you were in the middle of a workout, it would be a lot more consistent than just periodically throughout the day. And I actually don't know how often it is throughout the day. If you're not doing any particular workout, there doesn't seem to be a set cadence. Every device I've looked at, it's slightly different.
I'm showing you page 5 of your report, this database of the heart rates. For example, in several locations, there'll be a heart rate report, maybe a few seconds in between them, and others there's 7 or 8 minutes in between the heart rate report. Is that what you're talking about, how it varies depending on what you're doing?
Man, that Apple Watch will fucking get you life in prison, bro.
At that point in time?
Yes, this is typical from what you see when you look at the database. The timestamps are never consistently at a recognizable cadence.
And the highlights in green, what do those represent?
So I actually tried to just highlight some of the high points for the day. I realized a few days ago while reviewing this, there was records there that show a high of 123 and 122, which I had not highlighted.
And that's right there, below
Correct.
1146.
Yes.
And what was the last time a heart rate was reported from the watch to the defendant's phone?
So the last heart rate record was at 17:23:52, so 23 minutes past 5 in the afternoon, with a heart rate of 57 beats per minute.
What was the average heart rate for the day for the defendant's phone?
There was a range of heart rates.
57, man, that's pretty low.
Going between as low as, I believe, around 50 and as high as around 122. On average, it was around high 80s, early 90s.
Damn, 50, huh? That means she was sleeping, man. That was like she was out of it at 50, bro. You're tired, man.
So at 5:23.
Yeah. My heart on my watch, my heart rate is right now it's 62. Usually it's 57.
Yeah, that's low. 60.
They said it's because I'm an athlete. Because I'm
Oh,
athletic. That's the reason why it's like that.
50's low though.
3 p.m.
That's like a resting heart rate.
Last recording of our heart rate was 57.
Correct.
And there aren't any further heart rates reported to the phone after that point, correct?
That's correct.
And what are some of the reasons why a watch would no longer be reporting a heart rate to the phone?
If the watch was taken off, if the watch was turned off.
If the battery died?
The battery was dead, yes.
You also mentioned flight climb data. What is that?
Flight climb is information which the Apple Health application stores every time it detects that you walk up a flight of stairs. So a flight of stairs would be considered either a 3-meter or 10-foot incline at over 16 steps. So the device has detected that both the altitude has changed by 10 feet and there were steps being walked at the same time.
So there's 2 factors being considered there: the steps that your watch monitors as you walk, and then the altitude. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what is it? Is it GPS or something that's keeping track of
He's
your altitude?
doubling down on
the
that
altitude is
shit.
being monitored by a barometer or an altimeter, which is inside the device, just measuring for differences in air pressure.
And this information, the flight climb data, can that be monitored by both a watch and your phone if you have it on you?
It is. Both devices have got the barometers built in. Both devices can monitor flight climb events.
Can anything simulate or kind of fake out the watch or the phone into thinking that a flight of stairs is being climbed when it's not?
There are some circumstances where that can happen. They're typically quite rare.
Yeah, you know exactly what fucking circumstances, don't you, buddy?
The watch or the phone into thinking that a flight of stairs is being climbed when it's not?
Look at how he answers this question, bro. My man had flashbacks. Listen to this. There is some circumstances. Hold on a minute.
There are some circumstances where that
Everybody knows what circumstances. Here I am. I'm back in the hot seat. Grab the mic and start rapping, dude. Go ahead, kick it.
can happen.
It can happen. Like if you're John O'Keefe trying to 34 Fairview and go down a little hill, that could happen. But you got to be Officer John O'Keefe. Go ahead.
They're typically quite rare.
They're quite rare. Oh, really? They're quite rare, sir. Sir, what instance are you talking about? Are you talking about, sir? Sir. Got to write that down, sir. Go ahead and get the papers, sir. Got to get the papers for that one, sir. Yeah, right, sir. I think he's talking about. The ride to 34 Fairview from the waterfall, sir.
Yeah, noted. Noted.
You seemed a little weird. You had a little bit of a flashback in that same seat that you were in, sir. Different courthouse, though, sir.
Yeah.
Different courthouse, sir. Different courthouse, sir. Was that a different courthouse? Or what courthouse are they in, sir?
Yeah, Jesus
Where
Christ.
this happened, sir? Is this Norfolk County, sir?
Get a docket.
I forget this. What courthouse is this, sir? Can someone tell me this is Norfolk County? What county is this?
Isn't this Plymouth?
Plymouth County, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and write that down in Plymouth County. Can you get down to the judge over there and send that down to probation down there? Talk to the probation supervisor, sir. We're going to need a habeas corpus going out. And could you tell Attorney Nan Gallagher to get her client a speedy trial, sir? Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Yeah, get in touch with Dan Gallagher. Thank you.
Oh shit! Yo, he had a straight flashback. This dude. Look at the way he answered that. He answered that like all eyes were on him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you like.
But it can happen.
Oh, it can happen.
That a flight of stairs is being climbed when it's not, or kind of fake out the watch or
the flight climb events.
All right, so I'm willing to believe, ladies and gentlemen. Here's my hot take, okay? I'm willing to believe that this DA right here is a free Karen Rita, because she was waiting to ask that question. That question was lined up like she could have asked that question any other way. It was a straightforward question. And he's like, God damn, man.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Told you he doubled down on that.
Yeah, but he didn't double down. He wasn't confident with that. He didn't double down. He said it's rare. He said it's rare.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens in the Karen Reed case.
Can anything simulate or kind of fake out the watch?
Sir, on the free Karen Reed trial that we watched, I was watching with my friend. I actually like Fruity Pebbles. I'm a DA now, and I like the V6 Mafia, and I smoke a lot of weed. And I'm having fun right now. All my friends are watching me, and I just text them right before I came in that I got Eon on stand. And they're like, "Are you going to ask him?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to ask him, I swear." And they said, "All right, I just bought a box of Fruity Pebbles for you. So when you get home, you're going to have the Fruity Pebbles. And I'm going to leave the Fruity Pebbles in the cereal for you, sweetie. Okay? And you could just drink the milk, because I know you like Fruity Pebbles milk, because you look like a Fruity Pebble milky type lady, right? DA, District Attorney, sir, go ahead and write that down. She likes the Pebbles too. Fruity Pebbles, sir. All right, sir. All right. Got a little bit of Fruity Pebbles and a little bit of milk, sir. All right, sir. And
I'm gonna label her under Tutti Frutti.
Yes, sir. And she already texted her friends, and she's like, "I got him on the stand," and they're asking her, "Are you gonna ask him?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she knows all her friends are watching. They're like, "Hey, she's doing it right now. She's doing it right now," and she lays right into him.
Or the phone into thinking.
Go ahead.
Can anything simulate or kind of fake out the watch or the phone into thinking that a flight of stairs is being climbed when it's not?
And that's the pot. Oh, she even waved her head. See the hair? She even waved the hair back. She's like, "Peace, Karen. Got you, Karen. I got you. Fuck Jen McCabe. I got you, Karen." She's probably a turtle rider. Do you think she was a turtle rider? Oh no, she might be a turtle rider. She might watch JFK. Would you believe it? No.
Would you believe it?
Jay Bro didn't pick up on that conspiracy. He usually picks up on it all. He didn't pick up on that one. Holy shit.
No, I
Jay
try to
Bro's
turn my conspiracy sensors off.
Oh goddamn, Jay Bro. Do you think she likes Fruity Pebbles?
Oh wow.
Oh, she definitely likes Fruity Pebbles.
Cocoa
And
Puffs?
she probably likes the milk better when it's all fruity.
Oh, does she drink the milk at the end?
The milk
Oh, she definitely does.
You ever drink the milk? When you get the fruity?
Yeah, the
Tastes
fruity
like
milk.
It's fucking fruity.
Fruity, sir.
Yeah, look at.
Look at the way she put her hair back. Look at the way she sat down. Like, yo, this is the pot. She like hit her friends up. And she was like, "I got him on the stand." And they're like, "Are you gonna ask him? Are you gonna ask him?" And she's like, "Yep." And she knows everybody's watching. Her friends are sitting back like this. Her friends are like this, smoking on a big fat blunt. All her friends are like Grant Smith Ellis. They're rolling up blunts and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smoking that shit.
Yeah.
And they're watching. And she's like, "I got you, Eon." And Eon knows it. Look, he's like, "Fuck, here we go again. This lady, man." Let's watch how she sets it up. Watch how she sets this dude up.
This guy right here.
Can anything simulate or kind of fake out the watch or the phone into thinking that a flight of stairs is being climbed when it's not?
There are some circumstances where that can happen. They're typically quite rare, but it can happen.
Oh
Is an example of that being in a car and going up a hill?
Correct. Yes. If there is.
Wow. Huh?
Is it as simple as that, like in the Karen Reed case when he was going up a hill? Sir, get the papers, dude. That's a document. I think that she's
Going up a hill on a flat ground?
Does she know
Fucking
Alan
play.
Jackson, sir? That's a conflict of interest, sir. I think she knows Alan, sir. All right, sir.
Fucking play by design. Yeah.
That's a play by design, sir. Go ahead. Docket number. That's a docket number CR5321 of the penal culture. All
I
right,
mean,
sir.
could that have happened if somebody was on a Stairmaster?
Sir, I don't know, sir. I think that she doesn't do Stairmaster, sir. I don't think she does well with that, sir.
Some circumstances where that can happen.
They got a home gym.
They're typically quite rare, but it can happen.
Is an example of that being in a car and going up a hill?
Correct. Yes. If there is movement, which the
Correct. If there is movement,
device can mistake for steps at the same time as the incline is being driven, then that could accidentally record a flight climb.
see, you keep forgetting, Eon. You keep forgetting the shit. You keep 1111. Thank you so much. It's classified. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. You keep saying it could. That's not good enough. That's not good enough over here. What do you mean it could? Yes or no, motherfucker? Pardon my language, sir. Sorry, sir.
He's an expert. He should know. Yes or no?
Yes or no, sir? You got to say that, man. You put yourself in a pickle, man. They paid you a lot of money last trial, didn't they, sir? And here you are again, man. You're like, damn. You got to go with the script. And I'm telling you right now, this chick calls bullshit, man. Like, that's the thing. She got, because to your point, like, I feel like she just leaked out information. She's playing games. If you ask me, that's like, I feel like that's the same question. Like, that's a burning question. Like they got to play games, these lawyers. Like, she knew if that was a play by design, she could have asked that question any other way. You know, and why even ask that question?
Or was she she, you know, is this DA from Plymouth County fucking talking shit to the ones over here? You know, like you're saying, man. It's a fucking play by design right there. That was a dig.
Why not just say, like, can anything mimic it and have him answer it? Why ask the question? Like, can anything mimic
like
that
it was,
thing to do
like,
it?
like it was leading to that. Like she led him to that.
Yeah, she let him know, like up a hill, like with in the Karen Reed case, when you said that he drove up the hill and down the hill, and that's the reason why there was flight in Karen Reed, and we think Karen's innocent. But anyway, like I feel like her friends, like I said, her friends are a bunch of Grant Smith Ellises. They're rolling up the backwoods. They're sitting on. They're like, yeah, you did it, sister. Free Karen Reed.
Get him.
I mean, when else are you ever going to have a chance to get this dude on the stand to ask him that same exact fucking question? That's an opportunity.
Again, probably.
But if a person's not in a car and is in their home, then it would be flights climbed, not hills being driven, correct?
Correct. If the person is in a house and there are flight climbs being recorded, then the only rational explanation is that the person was climbing stairs.
Oh, really, sir?
Really?
Oh, that's completely different from what he said in the Karen Reed trial.
Damn.
Yo,
what
bro,
the fuck
this
is
dude-
going on? What is going on?
I don't know, sir. He seems very uneasy up there, bro. He's having flashbacks, bro.
Yeah, he's not comfortable at all.
Yeah, man. He seems like, man, he just walked by a liquor store, bro, and he's 2 years sober, dude. Goddamn.
Relapse.
Break they neck to keep they hopes in check, cause oh, they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me, cries when she leaves me, and every time she sees me, she squeeze me.
Oh, yeah. You want to spend a little more time trying to do something with yourself and a little less time trying to impress people. You might be better off.
Dude, there's people walking around with stage 4 cancer, buddy, still figuring out a way to smile and not putting that accountability on their family. Like, I'm dying, you don't live. Your story's not a sad story, my man.
What if somebody's panicking? Somebody's panicking on that boat. They want to get off.
I'm like, I'm out. And then I was like, nah, I can't leave that duck to die. And I went into Market Basket and got him a cup of water.
I don't know if I can face it again. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life.
That beat of his got me like,
I wanna know what love is.
poor little ducky.
Hey man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Welcome to the stream.
I didn't even know you could be upcharged. I was expecting to be indicted because of, ham sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
I get around,
Let's make the go.
still clown with the underground when we come around. Stronger than ever. Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check, cause oh, they sweat a brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me, cries when she leaves me, and every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, plus baby got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. Your ass wide don't matter. My pockets got fatter.
And everybody's looking for the ladder.
Then the
hills being driven, correct?
correct. If the person is in a house and there are flight climbs being recorded, then the only rational explanation is that the person was climbing stairs.
How is the data in terms of flight climb data? How's that data displayed? Or in the health data itself?
Within the application or within the forensic tool?
Within the forensic tool.
Okay. So within the forensic tool, we break down, or within Physical Analyzer, we break down the health data into hour segments. So for an hour, we may say that there are 3 flight climbs. And then it's up to the user to dig in a little further. They can select that 1 hour and then see how that activity breaks down over the hour. So you would see that there were 2 flight climbs that occurred 10 minutes after the hour, and then another flight climb occurred later on.
So showing you page 6 of your report here. The top box here is actually the general hour data where 3 flights have been climbed.
Correct. So in this case, the user is looking at a time period between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. And the health data that's been pulled from the database has been aggregated. And it tells you that there's 98 samples being considered. The maximum heart rate during that hour-long period was 108. The distance traveled was.
Go ahead, Jay, bro. Talk to the people.
Dude's a clown. Nothing that he says makes sense because like I go up hills in the car and everything, and it never tracks steps ever. So I don't see how he gets that.
He has to do it now. He has to. He has to.
He just
turn around.
He makes no sense to me.
Forever and ever, he has to say that.
He'll
It's like
always have to say that now.
always have to say that. And now we need someone to come along and debunk that shit. There has to be somebody to debunk that shit. And maybe it should be you, Jay, bro. Maybe you should get that Apple Watch and go up and down every fucking hill in Lawrence.
Bro, I go up bigger hills than that, going to Rhode Island and Connecticut and all that.
I'm just saying, do it. Do it. You know, I'm just saying.
I'll record it. I'll record. I got my watch. What is
nice,
it?
Sir.
It's the Galaxy Watch.
It's the Galaxy.
I get all that. Heartbeat, steps, all that. It never. If I don't walk up steps, it doesn't track steps. So I don't see why, like, he even says that. Like,
yeah, dude watches the trial on that fucking thing.
Well, he has to say that.
I know he has to say that, but
because he debunked that this dude was in the house.
Right. Just
they gave him a lot of money, bro. That Commonwealth dude.
Pay me that money. I'll get them more information than he will.
God damn.
Truthful information.
God damn. You bring the truth.
Jay, bro, you just hit me with a message. You want to talk to the people, sir?
I didn't hit you with a message, did I?
Did you? Oh, or was that someone else? Or was that Kevy Kev? Private message? Was that you, Kev?
Yeah, that was Kev.
All right, Kev. You want to say something to the people, Kevy? Was that you with me? Oh, no, you didn't hit me with that then. So
did you read the private chat?
Oh, no. Oh, okay. My bad. I read something. My bad. I read something. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I read that a little wrong. Sorry, guys.
False alarm.
I read something. Yes, sir. False alarm, sir. Sorry, sir. That's my fault. Go ahead. You can write me up on that, sir. Go ahead. I'll get the papers for myself, sir. Write me up.
No,
That's a
you get a
criminal.
pass. We'll
That's a
give you a
criminal
pass.
complaint. That's a criminal complaint. Reading the private chat wrong, sir. All right, sir. I gotta
He's
do
giving
better, sir.
himself a criminal complaint, Kevy Kev. So
I gotta do better, sir.
God damn,
All right, so let me see the cross. I want to see the cross real quick. Let me put the cross up. I think that's interesting. He does it fast, right? He doesn't really say much to this guy.
you really don't ask that. I think it's probably like not even 20 minutes, maybe, if that. Seem fast.
The fuck is he doing there? The fuck's he doing there?
It looks like he's skipping and joining this.
Yeah.
Able to do the same in terms of her contact with Patrick Clancy that day, correct?
I did, yes.
And so in gray, we have Patrick Clancy sending a message to Lindsay Clancy, and in blue is the response, correct?
Correct.
I'll tell you. Can you pause that for a second?
Yes, I can, sir.
When this is all said and done, that would be a great question to ask Kevin Reddington.
What's that?
Is, how did he feel about having this guy on the stand? Has that ever happened to him before? You know, has he ever had to cross-examine somebody that's involved in another one of his clients' cases on a totally separate case? You know, I mean that's he was put in a pickle.
He's either gonna hurt her or help her, one or the other.
You know.
Would be.
Excuse me, were you also able to look at the phone calls that occurred either incoming or outgoing to the defendant's phone on January 24th, 2023?
I did, yes.
And looking at page 27 and 28 of your report, first on page 27, just looking closely at the phone. Here in the report, it says 2024. Is that a typo? That's supposed to be 2023?
That's meant to be 2023, yes, I apologize.
And so what we see here, can you just tell us what these columns are?
The start time of the call, typically when it is answered by the recipient, the end time when the call's ended, the metadata is information including who the call was to or from, how long the call lasted, and then the reason that the call disconnected, and then a record ID. So if you had the database, you could go in and find this record based on the ID number.
And looking at page 28, this is the continuation of that table regarding the phone calls, is that correct?
Correct.
And so what we're seeing here is at 17:33, which would be 5:33 p.m., there's an incoming call from Patrick to Lindsay's phone, is that correct?
Correct.
And it says duration 8 seconds, is that, sorry, 0 seconds. Does that mean it was not answered?
In this case, it was an unanswered call.
And then at 5:34 p.m., roughly a minute later, there's an outgoing call from Lindsay's phone to Patrick's, correct?
Correct.
And that call was approximately 14 seconds?
Correct.
And then at 6:09 p.m., another incoming call from Patrick to Lindsay that went unanswered?
That's correct.
Now, you also, in a section you called media, you have some photographs that were taken from the phone with some metadata included, correct?
Correct.
What is metadata?
Metadata is information about that photograph. It could be the device that captured it, the time that it was captured, the location, information about the lens, the lighting, etc.
And so looking at page 29 of your report, just for an example, what we have here are 3 photographs, correct?
Correct.
And the metadata for the first one shows captured at South Shore Medical Center, is that correct?
Correct.
How were you able to determine that's where that photograph was taken?
The metadata of the photo included the latitude and longitude where the image was captured. I took that latitude and longitude and looked on Google Maps to see a physical address. In this case, it came down to the South Shore Medical Center.
And then the third photo here, that shows captured at the home address on Summer Street, is that correct?
Correct.
And then you looked at device usage. What is device usage?
Device usage would relate to how the user is operating the device. So when they have it unlocked, locked, what application is being used at any particular time. Essentially anything which is not a message or a phone call or results in additional data like that.
Look at her face there. What do you see? J. Bill.
I don't know. Like, I know that she seems focused. That's what she seems to me. I don't know.
If you had one word to describe that picture right now, people, of her, what would it be? One word.
Let's go, people. Let's go.
J.F.K. in the mix.
Come on, get up. People get up. Stomp your feet. Let's get down.
Match the energy turbulence in the chat keeps the flame
5:13 p.m.
So this table relates just to the locking and the unlocking of the device. So the last time the device was unlocked was at 17:13:16. The device was locked again around 2 minutes later at 17:15:12, and the device was not unlocked again.
And so where the device was not unlocked again after 5:16 p.m., but we have a phone call being made at 5:34 p.m., how does that happen?
There is a setting within iPhones that allow you to use a locked device to call back numbers for missed calls. So in this case, Lindsay had the missed phone call. That would have shown on screen as a notification as a missed call, and without unlocking the device, you're able to call that person back.
Do you just press on the icon that shows up, you have a missed call, you press on that, and you can call the person back without unlocking the phone?
Correct.
You sure about that, though, bro?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
And then what is application focus?
Application focus is literally the application which is visible on screen at any given time.
And at 4:13 p.m., 16:13, on January 24th, you've highlighted it in green here. What are we seeing there?
At 16:13:23 until 16:14:50, the Apple Maps application was being used, visible on screen.
Is it then used again at 5:13 and 5:14 p.m.? Or is that a different application?
So at 5:13 until 5:14, it was mobile Safari. So the mobile version of Safari, the internet browser, was on screen. And at 17:14:47 until 17:15:08, it was the mobile SMS or messaging application, which was on screen.
So do you just look at the part that's in parentheses to see what application was open or being used at the time?
Correct. What application was on screen at the time?
So for example, where it says 17:34, which would be 5:34 p.m., and in parentheses is in-call service, does that represent a phone call?
It does. That's the screen that indicates you're in a phone call.
And staying with the same page, page 34, you've made some notes here. Let's go a little bit. Regarding Apple Maps, Safari, and messaging. So can you just explain what you pulled from the data for Apple Maps?
Yeah, Apple Maps was used to plan a route from the user's current location, the home address, to a restaurant called 3V.
And that was at 4:13 p.m.?
It was.
And then in terms of Safari, you have the last unlock at 5:13 p.m.?
Yes, so the last unlock of the device was used for the purposes of viewing Safari, where PDLX was searched using Google.
And then in terms of messaging, what did you pull from the data there?
But at the same time, or in that same device usage, so the device was unlocked, Safari was used to search PDLX, and then the messaging application was opened to send a message to Patrick saying PDLX liquid stool softener.
And that was at 5:15 p.m.?
It was.
And then did you create a timeline combining all the data that we've talked about into one timeline?
I did, yes.
I'm going to the last page of your report, page 43. Is this the last page of the timeline?
It is, yes.
And in that page, can you explain what we're seeing here?
Yes, so the very first column is the timestamp. The next few columns, which show typically colored, is related to the activity, which will become a little bit clearer in a moment. The row or the column in the center explains what the record is. So if, for example, we look at the 17:13:16 record, we can see a U, which means the device was unlocked in pink. That unlock event lasted until 17:15:12. So hence that entire column is in pink and shows the relevant lock event.
So here we have 5:13 device unlock.
Yes.
5:15 device lock, and there's this column connecting those.
Nice. Correct. And then any activity that happened during that unlock time is then shown within the rows between. So again, we see Safari open at 17:13:16. Safari was closed at 17:14:47. Messaging was opened at 17:14:47. While messages were opened, there was an outgoing message sent for PDLX. Then messaging was closed. Messaging was opened again, and messaging was closed prior to the device locking. So everything in the colored columns tries to show all of the events that happened at the same time or during that parent event.
And what we have here at 5:33 p.m., we have the flight climb started, is that correct?
Correct.
And flight climb ended at 5:38, so
Yes.
that line again connecting them?
Correct. So 2 flight climbs occurred during that time period.
And in between when the flight climb started and the flight climb ended, you had the 2 calls, the incoming call that was missed from Patrick and then the outgoing call to Patrick, correct?
Correct.
So the first flight climbed had already been started. Someone had already started climbing up a flight of stairs when that first unanswered call happened, correct?
So flight climb started is how it's listed within the database and within the software. But it actually, the flight climb time is when the flight climb has been recognized by the device as the device has already climbed up those stairs. So Even though it says flight climb started, that's technically the time that the flight climb or the first flight climb ended.
So where it says 5:33, 34 flight climb started, that actually indicates the person has gone up that first flight of stairs already.
Yes, that indicates the phone has now realized I'm 3 meters higher than I was the last time I checked. Therefore, flight climb has already been completed at that point.
And then the calls happen, and then the phone realizes at 5:38 that another flight has been climbed.
Correct.
I would move to submit the report as the next exhibit.
No objection. All right, that report may be admitted.
266. I have nothing further.
All right. All right, so members of the jury, remember I said maybe a little stop and start here today. This is one of those stops. All right, so we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come right back and we'll return for the cross-examination of this witness. Okay?
All right, please, Your Excellency. All right, please, Your Excellency.
Damn, Lindsay, man, you threw your whole fucking life away, man. That shit is crazy, bro. Just looking at her, bro. Like, that's just a little girl, man. That's somebody's daughter, man. Like, how old was she? How old is she?
I'm not too sure. I think she's in her
36.
Yeah, mid-30s. Yeah.
Yeah,
36.
10 years ago.
You know, every
Her
time
birthday was just on the 11th, the day after my birthday.
Every time you pause this here, and we see Lindsay sitting here,
in a wheelchair.
I look at this fucking box that's on the table.
Right?
Like, what is that? What is that safe keep box doing on that fucking table? I mean, I had to read some of the shit that's on there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Live with passion. Laugh and sing. Life is too short. I mean, what is that doing there?
I guess there's photos in it and stuff. Laugh and sing. It's definitely not what she wants to see right now.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Mr. Reddington?
Yeah, I'm going to jump off. I got to get to bed.
Good morning.
Mr. Whippen, just a couple of things. One of the
All right, sir.
I will see you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night. Safe flight, and I'll watch you on the replay.
My brother.
Sounds good,
Be
man.
safe, guys.
Have a good night, brother.
All right, bro. Good
You
night,
too.
man. Peace. Jay Brill, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Brill. Jay Brilla.
ways, or question that I had is that you were talking about in reference to the Apple Health data. Fair to say that there's an issue as to the accuracy or reliability of the Apple Health data. You've actually done research on that.
I've been researching it, yes.
Okay, and one of the things that you did is about a year ago, June 28th of 2025, you did a blog article on Apple Health accuracy and reliability, and it talked about using a pitch, which I think is, you guys refer to like a football field?
It was a rugby field, yes.
And then you had somebody put the watch in their right pocket, somebody with their left pocket, and then someone else held it in their hand, you measured it, and things of that nature, right?
Correct, it was 3 phones.
Some of the things were off a little bit, but basically you put that in your report, and you were able to draw your conclusion as to the accuracy and reliability, as you say, of the Apple Health data, right?
Correct.
Now, if someone is wearing an Apple Watch, is that what records heart rate?
It's the heart rate is on the watch, yes.
It is on the watch,
Yes.
okay. And the steps that the person takes, things of that nature, the movement, is that on the phone or would that be on the watch?
That's on both the watch and the phone.
Okay. Now, if you have an Apple Watch and you test it or you examine it, would you be able to determine what information was actually recorded by the watch while the person was wearing it?
Yes, the information that's recorded within the Apple Health database does specify whether the information comes from the watch, the phone, or from a different device.
Okay. And in this case, if I understand correctly, the Apple Watch stopped recording data at, is it 5:23?
It was around that time.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to give you your report. Feel free to just refresh your memory or look at it or whatever helps you out.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. I just want to get the times down. I think you indicated that the watch stopped recording information at 5:23 p.m.
Yes, the last heart rate was 5:23:52.
52, okay. 5:23 and 52 seconds. And then I believe the phone and watch stopped recording at 5:38, was it?
The last usage of the, let me double check this. The last usage of the phone to record flight climb data was at 5:38, yes.
All right, and after 5:38, it's pretty much blackout, isn't it? There's no further information or recording, right?
Yes, not until like the phone was seized by police, I believe.
By the police.
There's other activity, but appeared to be after the incident.
So the further activity would have been the following morning on the 25th of January, say around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning?
I ended my analysis on the 24th.
Okay. Well, so 5:23 p.m., the watch stopped recording information. 5:38 p.m., both the watch and the phone stopped recording any information until the police picked up the phone apparently the following day, right?
Again, there would have been activity later on, but it wasn't usage, it wasn't health data. It would have been things like incoming calls.
Okay, so when you went through the stair climbing and talked about the steps that were taken, the distance that was taken, that stopped at 5:38 p.m., right?
Correct.
Now, you don't know, when I say you, I mean, there's a witness, but also the police, whoever was wearing the watch, for example, if Lindsay's wearing the watch or carrying the phone, after 5:38, you don't know what was happening at 5:39.
Correct.
You don't know what was happening at 5:40, 5:45, right?
Correct.
Right up till 5:58, 6 o'clock p.m., right?
Purely the data on the device.
So it could have been, the phone could have been put down, the watch could have been put down, battery died, whatever those issues could be, and the person would still be going down the stairs, going up the stairs, going in the backyard, doing push-ups, whatever. You just don't know, right?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things, you're familiar with the concept of location data, right?
Correct.
And location data, one of the things you looked at or you're aware of would be from Lindsay's phone on August 23rd of 2022. Is that correct?
Apologies, August 23rd, 2022?
Yeah.
I didn't go back
Okay.
anywhere near that date.
You have tested and written blogs, though, on location information, right?
Correct.
You actually testified in the case of Cromwell versus Vicar Arrington in Suffolk Superior Court in Boston in support of the accuracy of this particular artifact or information, right?
Correct.
So you're a true believer that the phone does, in fact, record accurately significant locations on the iPhone, right?
It certainly can, yes.
All right. And are you aware, or if I was to approach you in your expertise,
Guy's a beast.
He is. He's a great lawyer.
That's all. You were talking earlier about latitude, longitude, things of that nature, right?
Yes.
So just to, you're familiar with, for example, significant location visits on Lindsay's phone, August 23rd, 2022 at 9:34. Do you know what that says or what that means?
The created time?
Yeah.
Of 9:34. That'd be when the device decided that the device had visited this location enough to consider it a visit.
Okay. Do you know what that location is? If I suggest to you it's a doctor's office, would you be aware of that?
I don't recognize it from the coordinates.
Okay.
This dude's a beast, bro. He's playing games with this
You're
dude.
familiar with too as well, right? You
gotta get the papers with this guy.
Yeah.
He's got the
You're familiar with
papers,
the
bro.
fact that you can take the metadata off of the information on the cell phone, one of which would be latitude and longitude, to be able to determine, for example, that this would be the Lindsay Clancy home, correct?
Yes, correct.
You've seen this before, right?
It rings a bell, yes.
Okay, cut off of this room.
Can you check?
No objection.
Okay, that may be admitted.
Thank you.
267.
All right, thank you.
Now, you have your report in front of you, right?
Yes.
And that's captioned digital forensic report, and it's in evidence, so the jurors are going to be able to review it in its entirety, right?
Yes.
If I could direct your attention to page 11, I believe. Yeah, page 11. Okay.
Yes.
And just so the jurors are able to acclimate themselves to it, that would be this item here that you went through with the district attorney, right? As far as the searches, Google searches,
I have a different page 11.
different page?
That looks like this page 12.
Oh, okay. Well, let me approach you with what is your digital forensic report, report number 1?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. Is this the same?
So this is a revision.
A revision?
The revision submitted in February that just had a different record highlighted.
Yeah, okay, so basically there's no big deal difference, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we can go by, you have the revised and I have the old. can you look at January 10th on the Google search, for example?
I can.
You have it?
Yes, sir.
So looking at January 10th of 2023, just read along with me, and the jurors again will be able to look at this in the jury room. Prescription information at, it says 14:55. What does that mean? 12:14 in the morning?
12:14 a.m., yes.
All right. And then 19:11, which would be at 7:11 in the morning?
7:11 p.m.
Oh, PM. Okay. Trazodone and Benadryl goes on about an hour later. Trazodone headache, Google search goes on. Trazodone and ibuprofen goes on. Trazodone and Tylenol goes on to 20:32, which would be 8:32 p.m. Trazodone and Tylenol interactions, right?
Correct.
Fair to say that these are things that Lindsay Googled on her cell phone. That's what this document refers to, right?
Somebody used the cell phone to Google, yes.
Oh, you don't know who was actually using it, but this is Lindsay's cell phone.
Yes.
You're aware of that. Just if we jump ahead, looking at all of these various Google searches, follow with me on, let's say, randomly, let's say, page 13, 1948, which would be 17:48 p.m., I guess. You with me on that?
He's got this.
Yeah.
He's got this.
How
to
quickly does
move it.
Wellbutrin work for depression? That's what was Googled, right?
Correct.
Followed by Lamictal for depression, Elavil for depression, how to tell if you're sleep deprived, ketamine for suicidal ideation, right?
Correct.
These are all searches that were done on Lindsay's cell phone on that particular date. Chronologically would have been the 12th of January, right?
Correct.
Now, without boring everybody, it goes on and on and on with searches along those lines: suicidal ideation, drugs, trazodone, mixtures, things of that nature, right?
It does.
Page 17, if you have it, would be the Apple Note counsel asked you about.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I suggest to you, sir, that this is the Apple Note. I believe a previous witness may have read this to the jury, so they will have this in the room to read. But basically, this is the note that says, I was the healthiest, happiest mom. I work out every morning, meditated, took care of myself.
This lawyer right here don't fucking play around, dude.
And basically, my life has turned to crap, right?
Correct.
So what was modified in this? If you know, because counsel asked you if there were modifications and things of that nature, and I'm just asking if you know what was modified in it.
Exactly at the moment, I don't have all of that in front of me. It's possible to see snippets going back over time. I do recall on the 22nd of December when this was created, it started with the same sentence.
Yep.
And there was a few essentially spelling differences as time went on. But as much as you can recover from the earlier versions of the note, it's a snippet. It's essentially two sentences, and the rest of it is it's essentially the same note.
Okay, thank you, sir. Going forward onto page 18, page 19, and 20, would you agree with me that, well, actually, in 21, they basically contain photographs that were sent from Lindsay's phone to, it looks like Patrick's phone. Would you agree with that?
I believe the first few pages are sent to Mommy.
Okay. And this basically is, there we go. This is the snowman in the backyard being made, right?
Correct.
And then Lindsay's phone is sending the blue.
Yes, the blue message are
the response?
Yes.
And can you tell me what the response is?
The one on screen at the moment is the response sent from Mommy to Lindsay's phone saying that's a big roll of snow. I was wondering if you got enough for the kids to play in, and it's a pretty nice day too. It gives them something to do on a day without school.
Okay. And then your report then goes on with additional photographs of the snowmen, there's a box of Cheerios apparently, and then there's a photograph of a young boy appearing to be very exuberant with his arms up in the air. And then there's Lindsay's phone responds with a picture of a little girl.
You heard Lady Zelda, guy that matched Lady Zelda. Let's go.
Patrick. Okay. So are you able to tell what Patrick said, if anything, when he sent the picture of the little boy with his arms up in the air?
So at the very top of that message above the photograph, it says, got himself dressed. And that would be the message that was sent alongside the photograph.
Okay. And then what was her response?
Initially, it was just the photograph.
Did she respond any further in your report or your research?
Sorry?
Did you see any response in your research of the phone?
I don't remember seeing any response.
All right. Can you look at page 22?
Yes.
Okay. And this would be on January 24th, 2023. And it looks, what time is that? 8:19 in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. So if I suggest to you, sir, you can even look in your report. This is in the same thread with the little girl making the snowman and the text about it looks like a nice day, hoping you got snow, things of that nature. And there's a reference by the mother or mommy to get the hot chocolate ready, things of that nature, right?
The message at 8:19 a.m. that says cutie was sent by Patrick in a different thread to the snowman photographs.
Okay, but I'm asking you about the one that's underneath the snowman and the mummy text. The last commentary is get the hot chocolate ready.
Oh, yes, that's the one.
Okay. And that's from the mother, apparently, right?
Correct.
But someone that is in the phone as mummy, right?
And that was at 11:33 a.m.
Now, if you look on page 22, we can get to what you were talking about. It looks like January 24th at 8:19 in the morning, cell phone number 781-375-8564. And what does that say?
Cutie.
And that, so just tell us, so is that Patrick's phone?
Yes, that would be the phone stored as Patrick sending a message to Lindsay's phone.
And how did Lindsay respond, or how did her phone respond?
It appears that Lindsay reacted to an image with the love emoji.
Like a little hat thing?
Yes.
And then what did Patrick say?
Patrick asked, how's it going?
What did she say?
Good.
And then did she say anything further?
Yeah, she also responded, okay, her urine looked good, so nothing going wrong with the kidneys. A few.
So that she indicates that her urine looked good, nothing going on with her kidneys, and then phew, like whew, something like that, right?
That's how I read it.
PHEW?
Yes.
And then he said good, right?
Yes.
And then as you go forward, there's more pictures of the kids with the snowman, making the snowman. Patrick then says to her at 11, looks like 11:29, am I reading that right in the morning?
11:29.
What does he say to her?
You're a good mama.
And does she respond?
She responds with an emoji, which is the face covered in hearts.
The face with the hearts. And then they go back and forth with each other up until getting the menu and asking what you want to take out and things of that nature, right?
Correct.
Page 25, just in case you were looking. All right. Can you look at page 28 for me? And page 29, I can hold them up. Basically, they are just a continuation of photographs, little thumbnails of the kids doing snowman and sitting in the doctor's office, right?
Thank you, Terry.
One of the things that you did is that you actually performed a comprehensive search. Is that a full focus extraction? Is that what you call it?
Full file system extraction.
Okay. And you did that for the phone belonging to Lindsay Clancy, right?
Correct.
That would be what you refer to as your appendix?
The appendix 1 of the Lindsay Clancy phone is 1,300 and some web search visits.
Okay. So I'm going to hand you what says report number 1, iPhone belonging to Lindsay Clancy, and ask if you can recognize that.
Yes, this appears to be just the web history from Lindsay's phone.
Okay, so that's pretty much if anybody cares to look at it, that's the entire web history, right?
Correct.
All right, right off of this, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, that may be admitted.
268.
Then, Mr. Whiffen, you also had report number 4, which would be the digital report for Patrick Clancy's computer. Right off of that, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, that may be admitted as well.
269.
All right,
And
thank
then
you.
finally, report number 5 says Surface Pro laptop belonging to Patrick Clancy.
Yes.
So this would be your search of his laptop as well, correct?
Correct.
Right off of this.
No objection.
All right, that may be admitted.
207.
This dude got the papers, man.
I'm approaching you with an item, sir. I'm just going to.
He's on fire, bro.
Well, I'm just going to answer. I'm not gonna- No problem. This says extraction report, Apple iPhone. You recognize that?
Yes, I've been creative. I recognize the report.
Okay, so that is a Celebrate report of the extraction of Lindsay's phone, correct? You can put whatever you want, yeah, of course.
Yes, this is a report generated by physical analyzer, a Celebrate tool of the device.
Okay. Now, if you look at the report, for example, just randomly on page, let's say, 9, bottom line, it says web history. I just grabbed that random. January 24th, 23, correct?
Yes.
And then you go to the right, and it says Lindsay's iPhone mobile library.
Yes.
Okay. And then it has the time that it was recorded, right?
Yes.
And what time would that be on that date, which is January 24th?
Okay, 9:35 local time, morning.
So if you jump ahead to January 25, 2023, let's say, is that 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. And that says, what is it measuring at 7 o'clock in the morning on January 25?
So this is for the hour of health data. So it's been aggregated and it shows that between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. There was 47 meters traveled.
Okay. And then it goes on and talks about, again, 7 o'clock in some seconds, it talks about 134 distance travel.
Yes.
Okay. And for example, January 25 at 8 o'clock in the morning, it talks about distance traveled, steps counted, and distance would be 47 meters or feet.
Meters.
Okay. So is that information that is coming off a cell phone, the Apple Watch, or what?
That's coming from the watch and the phone and being displayed as one amount of information.
It's coming from the watch, right?
The way that the data is presented there is coming from the watch or the phone.
Okay. And the data is coming from Celebrate, right?
Correct.
Celebrate is God's gift to cell phone searches, right?
I think so.
I mean, you work with them, and you're also a guy that created all of this stuff, pretty much, right?
I've created some other tools, yes.
If I tell you, sir, that January 25 at 8 o'clock in the morning, Lindsay Clancy was in a coma, laying in a bed with tubes coming out of her body, and certainly not wearing her Apple Watch. How did that happen?
Based purely on the report there, I'd suggest the data came from the phone rather than the watch.
I just told you about the watch. Did you ever look at this watch?
No, we can't actually pull data directly from the watch. We pull it from the phone.
How do you look at a watch?
Look at him.
We extract the data from the phone, which is synchronized to
He's
from the
got
watch to the
the
phone.
watch
So
in
I'm
his
handing you-
face.
Is that an Apple Watch?
It appears to be, yes.
Yeah.
He's-
Get the papers.
He's
Get
a
the
beast.
papers, sir.
He's a
Get
beast.
the papers. Get the papers, sir. You got to write this down. We got a criminal complaint, sir.
Goddamn.
He's
Goddamn.
got the watch.
Presented the
Oh,
watch.
shit.
Actual watch. Yep.
He's got the fucking watch, man. He's like, yeah, look at the watch. He's playing with it and shit. He's spinning it around, dude. He's playing games with this dude. Man, he is having a blast up there. Holy shit. Look at what he's doing with the...
Want to put a docket
All
number
data
on
directly
this?
from the watch. We pull it from the phone.
How do you look at a watch?
Yeah, that's
We extract data from the phone, which
53321.
is synchronized to from the watch to the phone.
Okay, so I'm handing you, is that an Apple Watch?
Yeah, basically, yes.
And if I suggest to you that this was found a number of days later in Lindsay's bedroom in a drawer that the police never seized, have you ever seen this before?
I've never seen this before, no.
How long have you been working on this case with the government?
I started looking at this case in November last year.
Okay, thank you. That's all we have, Judge.
Right there.
All right, so
I mean,
what's going on?
Right?
What's going on now? What's happening here?
So right
what,
there.
What does this mean? What does this
You're
mean?
right. He could have laid into this dude. He could have fucking tore this dude up.
I mean, I don't know, man. I might have to take that back, man, because I didn't see the full thing, man. He did lay into him, man. I don't think he had to go. I don't think he,
He had to go any
have
further. It just shut. He just shut him the fuck down. He's like, they didn't find
at 8
this
o'clock
watch.
in the morning. At 8 o'clock in the morning. At 8 o'clock in the morning, she was in a coma. And how the hell did that? So who had the watch?
And the police didn't. The police didn't get till 3 weeks later. They didn't obtain that watch.
Exactly. Everybody's saying the same thing. That Reddington is basically like. So let's look at it like this. Let me throw this off you. If he comes out and says it's a conspiracy in Massachusetts, that there's some type of like bad investigation again, and that she didn't do it, and you put this type of allegation against her husband without, like, is that the way you would want to go about this? Or do you go about this proving it in real time in court and doing it different? Because if he comes out and does it, is this a play by design? Is he really, like, in the end, does he put enough evidence out there to really say she didn't do it?
No, and you're right. At the end, it could be the facts that this, there's another angle to this.
I mean, he didn't just do all that. If he what was that all about? Like, why did he just do all that? I mean, that was prepared, bro. That's not something like my man was up all night doing that shit. Yeah. So like
he knew that they didn't gain access to that phone. He knew that some of these, he was only ready. He never. So what he's trying to say is that he never, at the time when they were supposed, they confiscated that, he was reading all the data off of the phone records. Not per se, just the data from that watch. He had just asked him, "Have you ever seen this watch?"
I mean, you got to keep in mind, right? The DA is all about bringing the truth. The defense attorney can spin shit around a little bit to even up the score with the DA. Is that what he's doing? He's just trying to get her off. But that right there, man, like, he's saying it came from the phone at 8 a.m. He's saying there's just reasonable doubt. He's adding reasonable doubt to this. And
wow, huh?
He's adding reasonable doubt to it. He's doing his job, I'll tell you that, sir.
Yeah, noted, sir. Noted.
Yeah, sure. Reasonable doubt, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna highlight that. Lady
Reasonable
Zelda.
doubt, sir.
Lady Zelda, we're glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
We're glad
That's
you're
right.
here, Lady Zelda.
Lady Zelda's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Peace signs up for Lady Zelda. I'll tell you one thing, right? It's getting dark, man. It's getting dark. For sure.
I am empty, I am done. There is nothing wrong. Just a dry spell of the heart. You have been and you have gone. Like my favorite song. I caught the end but missed the start. You escaped me one more time. Now my love feels like a crime. You rip my world apart and leave me in the dark. And I know there's another side that you never show. That I got your space. It's a lonely place to find what you've been looking for. You strayed off the beaten path, and making your way back is harder than it was before. Somebody got the best of you and left behind the rest of you who used up your heart and kept you in the dark. And I know there's another side that you never show that I gotta find. It's not all in my mind. And I'm here every night and day. I could be the one your love could save. Baby, you left your mark, but I'm still in the dark. Let me get this straight. The reason why I wait, I know you've been through so much pain. Baby, do I wait in vain? If I could shed more light on you, tell you what was right for you. Your beauty blinds me, sure enough, but the heart knows when it's love.
Come on, y'all.
There's another side that you never show that I gotta find. And it's not all in my mind. And I'm here every night and day. I could be the one your love could save. But baby, you left your mark. I'm still in the dark. And I know there's another side that you never show that I gotta find. And it's not all in my mind. And I'm here every night and day. Let me be the one your love could save. Oh, baby, you left your mark, but I'm still in the dark. I am empty, I am done.
At the drive-thru, send the super chat, it's just like that. We roll with a fly crew. We making smoothies after this, so I need 2 straws. We don't give 2 fucks. I am the one they adore. Yeah, yeah. Send the super chat, it's just like that. We need to pay for the drive-thru order. Come on, 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 come on. No fucks given. Made 10,000 last month. We at the drive-thru, suckers.
Hey, Marisol. How you doing?
What do you want?
Can I get my regular white chocolate pistachio? Yeah. The whole milk, for sure. Whole milk. You know what it is, Marisol. Don't act like I'm not here all the time.
Want a gallon on me? I'll give you a free gallon of milk. I don't give a fuck.
If you're going to give me a free gallon, I'll take it. Besties, bunnies, lovies. I mean, this fucking guy, Aiden Kearney's going to go on a truth journey. He's going to talk shit about me. He's going to go on a whole truth journey, just like he did with everybody else. He did it with Meredith. You told me that Jimmy gave you a reach around. You really loved him on the couch. You stand up on the couch. What's that all about, Aiden? I got a cash app. I mean, I got a brand new song out. The bunnies are all together. We'll have 5,000 bunnies at your door. Today was kind of stressful. I went to TJ Maxx. I did another haul. I got 3 more area rugs. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these fucking area rugs. You know, I just need a bigger house. Maybe I'll just hustle more. More Venmos, more cash apps, I'll get a bigger house. That's how life is. You know, you just upgrade. I want to take a golf cart all the way down to the mailbox.
Want the free cake pie? Want the free cake pie?
What?
Want the free cake pie? Want the free cake pie?
Yeah, Marisol, I'll take a cake pop. If it comes with the white chocolate pistachio, I'll take the fucking cake pop. Do you got bagels in there?
We got bagel. You want a fucking bagel? No, I'll give you the bagel. All right, tell me how you want it. You want it toast or what?
Make sure you put the cream cheese on it and spread it out equally, Marisol. My intestine's still swollen. I can't shit.
But I love food. You know, it's not my problem. I have money. I go to the Cheesecake Factory. I get all the cheesecake. What are you supposed to do? You don't go to the Cheesecake Factory and don't eat cheesecake. That doesn't make any sense. You know, Jeffrey, he always drinks the Stellas. He said he's only going to have one. Next thing you know, we got 5, and I'm driving home because he's fucking drunk, always getting drunk. Then he wants to go to the casino, and he wants to spend it. The other night, we was at the casino. We went to Foxwoods. He was chasing 22 all night. He lost about $10,000, but that's okay, besties. We're doing good this year. You know, I love the squishies. I've been going to Five Below. I got a great hustle going. I take all the squishies and I sell them for $2 more than the going price. Do you like squishies, bunnies? I love squishing them around in my hand. They feel so good. You ever go to the bathroom touching a squishy? I feel like everything comes out a lot easier. You guys should try it, besties. Bunnies, lovies. Oh, man. You know, J7, that's my girl. I don't care what anybody says about her. You know, she sent me a card in the mail, and it was a beautiful card. It was so poetic what she wrote. J7's like Left Eye. I love Left Eye. People like T-Bars, people like chili, but me, I like Left Eye. And that's what J7 reminds me of. She's the fucking wild card. And Baker, what's happening, huh? You're crying on your stream? You're saying we ruined your friend's life? Get a fucking grip, Baker. Get a grip, okay? You're a freak and you're a creep. Look at you. You're breaking down. You're manic. You're going down, Baker. You're going down. Just like Aiden.
Here, take this. Thank you. You need to fix that fucking oxygen sensor. What's wrong with that fucking car? Come on.
Thank you, Marisol. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got to get it fixed, Marisol. I don't know. I think it's the oxygen sensor. Jeffrey says that he put a different muffler system on it. I don't know. Besties, bunnies, lovies. You know, I don't even care. Jimmy, you made me a mean girl. And you have a lot of fucking nerve. You go on your streams with your garbage pail kids, but you're a real garbage pail. You're a piece of trash. You love my new song, Pause. Yeah, I'm taking all the money. Yeah, on Karen Reed's back. You think I give a fuck? I'm making the money. I did Karen Reed a service. I wrote about her case. I was there in court. I gave up the seat for Aiden Kearney for the perception, people. The perception. Besties, bunnies, lovies. I mean, Spicy Misty, she's all in my DMs. She keeps asking me if JFK got an OnlyFans. Besties, would you want to see a JFK OnlyFans? I know I would give him the money. I'm just saying, there's something about them guys. I mean, he's the best on YouTube. Jeffrey's going to get mad at me. But what are you going to do, bunnies?
Take your fucking order, will you? Come on, take a cold shower, will you? Calm the fuck down.
Thank you, Marisol. Can I get a straw? Make that too. We're making smoothies later. Besties, bunnies, lovies.
Help you, man. Help you. Welcome, man.
It's a family affair live in Crime Bridge. Gotta watch your back, these cutthroats are spineless. If you act up too, you'll be laid up beside him. Please, Lord, forgive me for my sin. Museum of Science across from Nashua Street. Down the block where the seas compete. Combat zone glass slippers on her feet. Let's take you back, the year was 9-3. 82 Cadillac with the vinyl roof. They were pushing Sean Ellis to trial too. They feed you lies that minus the truth. They say make amends when you're on your final loop. Life is fragile, gotta stay consistent. Supersets in the bars, the big.
When I
say all green, y'all say everything. All green, all green. When I say 19, y'all say 88. 19, 19. You were trying to get away. Now you glorify your team like it's 88. It's never come, don't say the time. We all live the same 24. Jesus waving his time. 19. When I say static, y'all say select. Double static. Static.
Your shadow.
Everything comes from the stoop. Everything.
Yes, sir.
It's been a great show. We're creeping up on the 4-hour mark. We appreciate everybody for being here. Go check out my man Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App. Go over to his channel and give some memberships, man. Well, excuse me. Go over to his channel and get some memberships. Go grab a membership. You can go like one of his videos. You can super thank him on some of his videos. Cash App, Kevy Kev 781. I appreciate everybody's time. We did a little Tupac. We did a little Patrick. We're living in crazy times 30 years later.
Crazy.
You know,
Crazy.
Tupac once said, don't hate the ladies that make the babies. And here we are talking about Lindsay Clancy. I think that's pretty cool. Go ahead, Kevy Kev, talk to the people.
No, I just want to say, hey, thank you everybody for showing up, rocking out with us. Keep your notifications on, man. Keep an eye out. We'd really like to put this show together. We think it's a real good concept, good way for everybody to reach out to each other.
Fuckery Donuts.
That's right. Keep your notifications on. If there's any updates, we'll speak on it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a flyer. We're gonna get it together, and we're gonna do it. And hopefully, people come out and populate it. Come out, come check us out. Come hang with us. We know
Sure.
Michelle will be there. Or Michelle will be in the parking lot with binoculars and shit.
God damn.
Writing things down. Matter of fact, get the papers for that one.
Yeah, let's get the notes. Yep.
Michelle. I think she drives a Hyundai Sonata or something like that, sir.
Yeah. She could be standing out there with her hairbrush. Thank you.
Yeah. Mass register.
Yeah.
All right. Sir.
Keep an eye out.
Right. Keep an eye out for Michelle Beach, sir. All right, sir. But with that being said, I go by the name of J.F.K.
And I go by Kevy Kev.
Appreciate your time. We'll see you next flight. Peace.
Peace. Let's go, people.
The defendant kissed me.
How did you kiss?
Yeah. Not like a friend.
Come on, Mr. Higgins. Yeah. For over 2 years, we covered the waterfall. They were acting hard, treating John like a smaller dog. We got questions like butt dials on the calling log. Or what's the reason in the middle of the night your daughter calls? Huh? Come on.
Not like a friend.
Yeah. Come on.
Not like a friend.
Throwing kicks at the bar like MMA at the dojo. Tunnel vision is like their brains were moving in slow-mo. Too many drunken nights filled with power and ego. No loyalty, another sucker violating bro codes. John walked in, you thought he was pressing up. Texted Karen at the bar, now the stressing starts. You text John, you come in here, question mark. Found in the snow with dog bites, no setting the shot. Yes, Mr. Higgins. Mr. Higgins. Not like a friend.
She kissed me.
Not like a friend. Why you lying? Come on, Mr.
Not
Higgins.
like a friend.
Yes. You called my line, pretending when you speak. Said your name was Kevin, I immediately questioned the speech. Kevin from South Boston, from the inner streets. Only Kevin I know from South, he is Kevin Weeks. Mr. Higgins.
Not like a friend.
Mr. Higgins. Yeah. Thought you appreciate what we do, Higgins. You wrote a report intimidating a witness. Government names and all, damn. That's serious business. And to be fair, nobody knows who did it. This case been snake bitten from the beginning. Read between the lies, the end is missing. The lines been blurred, time is ticking. Mine, your
show business. Mr. Higgins.
Hey man, what's up guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Hey man, what's up guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Mr. Higgins.
Hey man, what's up guys?
Yes,
Kevin from
Mr.
South Boston.
Mr. Higgins. Not like a friend. She kissed me.
Not like a friend.
Why you lying? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Not like a friend.
Mr. Higgins.
The defendant kissed me.
How did she kiss?
Yeah.
Not like a friend.
Come on. Mr. Higgins.
My dad, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? It's not clocking to you. My dad, it's not.
Yo, J.F.K. What up, you son of a Smith & Wesson? Yo, what up? Yo, what's good, man? Salute to the real one.
Check out
Nacho.
J.F.K. Status Selector Shot. Check out
Nacho.
J.F.K. Status Selector Shot.